Connected. And YouTube just gave me the notification.
Woo!
Let me make sure I can hear everybody.
Yeah, make sure you're not muted this time.
Right. And YouTube just gave me the notification.
Alright.
Okay, everybody's heard. And I'm gonna move my microphone out of the way because I think last time my microphone was too close and nobody told me and it picked up a major echo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, so my microphone is now behind me. Alright, hello citizens of Post-Apocalyptia. My name is Needlestitch and I'm bored as fuck, so we decided to do a Waifu cast.
And I'm Skybolt, just hanging out because I was also free tonight.
And Indy also happened to be free tonight. So, we're all just here, fucking around. How y'all doing?
I'm doing alright. I'm just hanging out.
Just hanging?
Parked for the night. In bumfuck nowhere, fucking Oregon.
You should have come said hi, Indy.
You really want me to get my 100-foot semi into your apartment complex?
Yes. Yes, I do. What kind
I could
of question
probably
is
I could actually probably do it. It's the ticket that I'd get.
Oh,
the ticket.
that reminds me of when I moved back from frickin' Virginia. That was a nightmare. They somehow they shifted my luggage, all my stuff from one truck to another. So it's like it left Virginia in like this U-Haul, and then it showed up in this frickin' giant big rig trailer. And the apartment I had in Mountain View was so awkward to get into. It was like, okay, so we don't know how we can deliver this to your house.
Oh, no.
I don't know either. You had a smaller truck, so you have to figure it out.
Was it like United Van?
I forget what it was. It was some national chain that I'll never ever use again. Holy cow!
There's like 4 of them.
Hi,
I'm staring
Samuel
at one of them.
Pierce.
The devil. McCollisters. That's one of them.
It wasn't that.
They've got really nice trucks. A lot of those home haulers, they have really nice rigs.
Yeah. I was just glad I did it myself the last time because it was just the Bay Area to up back here in North California, so it was easy.
Why didn't you just rent the U-Haul and do it yourself?
From Virginia, I couldn't, and it was a delay too. So I had to take my car and get there for work, and then my stuff came like 2 weeks later.
Gross.
So that's why I have 2 coffee makers.
You need to buy a new one?
You can never have too many coffee makers.
I am seriously tempted to start just brewing 2 pots at the same time now, and because what I do is I brew it and then I put it in the fridge, and that's like my iced coffee in the mornings.
You can
so
send me
seriously,
one. I'll take one.
Didn't you figure Keurig?
Yes, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't take another one.
That's some expensive pods, though.
Shut up. I can do whatever I want. I'm an adult. I pay taxes.
That's right. That's all that matters. If you're a net positive contributor in taxes, I really don't care what the fuck you do.
Right. So my mom, like, usually when I tell people they can't tell me what to do, they're not my real mom. I can't exactly say that to my mom. So I say, shut up, Mom, don't tell me what to do, I'm an adult, I pay taxes. And she goes, well, that technically doesn't mean shit, because if you're 16
that means everything.
And you have a job, you're still paying taxes. However, if you're paying for health insurance, that's a pretty good indication that you're an adult. And I was like, I am paying for health insurance. Shut up, Mom, I'm an adult, I pay for health insurance.
Well, it's like, well, A, you're compelled to pay for health insurance now, so I don't even count that. What matters is if you're a net contributor in taxes. Is if you give more taxes than you consume from the giant pot of money that doesn't exist, that's when you're a good person.
The giant imaginary pot of money.
Yeah, because Fort Knox and frickin' the New York Fed are empty. Everyone knows this. No one will talk about it.
Right? I mean, I was on food stamps for like a year, but I've been working for now 5 years, so I'm pretty sure I've put more money into the pot.
Yeah, it was so funny. I remember, what was it, when I watched Die Hard 3. They actually have all these scenes because it's set in the New York Federal Reserve, and I guess after they filmed the movie, these guys are like, "How the fuck you know what it looks like?" and stuff, and he's like, "I don't know, man. I just asked for a tour, and they gave me a tour down in the vault," and they're like, "Who did?" And I guess that was like a big controversy before the movie came out, was they were surprised by how accurately he had depicted one of the biggest freaking gold bullion reserves in the world.
Oh my god. Because somebody just gave him a tour when he asked for it?
It sounds like it, yeah. It sounds like someone at the freaking treasury was bored as fuck one day, and he showed up, and he's like, "What's up, man? I'm from Hollywood. I want to make a movie. You want to give me a tour?"
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll just give you a tour of this vault. I don't need any credentials.
Samuel Pierce says, "The power of health insurance compels you! The power of health insurance compels you!"
The fourth power of health insurance. I remember getting my first couple fines from not having it.
Yeah, me too. I got a fine because of a freaking transfer in my job where it's like, it just like, the freaking, it doesn't pick up right away. So it's like 2 pay periods I didn't have it, and I paid a penalty on that. And I'm like, fuck that. That's bullshit.
That is fucking bullshit.
$1,000 out of my fucking return last year.
Yeah, you know. It's not like I needed the money. It's not like I'm still paying off credit cards from living in goddamn San Francisco.
Thankfully, like, in Oregon, I had the choice of saying, oh, my job didn't offer health insurance, so I was covered under OHP. So they didn't find me as bad, but this year they're probably going to find me because when I fucking lost my job, I didn't have health insurance anymore.
Oh, gosh.
And now my health insurance doesn't kick in until after 90 days of working at the place that I am now.
Interesting.
So I better not get into another fucking car accident, because that would suck.
Yeah, please don't.
You need to find somebody to put you on their own health insurance.
No, okay. So, real talk. I actually had this dude who, I fucking hate this dude. You know this dude. His name starts with a D.
No.
Oh, that dude?
Yeah. He offered to marry me so that I had health insurance.
Well, I've heard of worse reasons.
And I was like, are you joking me right now? Like, are you serious? And he goes, no, I'm like serious, full on contractual marriage so you can have health insurance. And I'm like, go fuck yourself.
That sounds a little bit like a honey trap. Just a little bit.
Samuel, my voice is probably echoing because I'm not as close to my microphone as usual. It's a little bit farther away from the laptop, so it's not picking up the echo of them. I don't know, can you guys hear an echo?
No, it's whatever.
I just figured it was your mic.
Yeah, no, it's because the mic is further away from my face than it normally is. Normally it's like pretty damn close, but now it's relatively far. But yeah, full on fucking contractual marriage, and like, this dude is a fucking tool, okay? I hate this guy. Like, I don't usually...
A bigger tool than me?
Dude. You want me to get started on how big of a tool this fucker is? So...
Well, it is the Wasteland Waifu podcast, I mean...
This guy tried to have sex with me while my boyfriend was upstairs.
Oh my gosh.
That's how much of a tool he is. And I was like, what's your problem, my dude?
That's bold.
I was like, what's your problem, my dude? And he goes, well, I know that you're unhappy in this relationship. And I was like, yeah, I'm unhappy in this relationship, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be a fucking cheater. Are you kidding me?
What was his end game if the boyfriend came downstairs? That sounds a little bit short-sighted.
I have no fucking clue.
Was this with the one boyfriend?
The one boyfriend who was super abusive? Yeah.
It's like, he better be really sure he can outrun him to start.
No, my ex had like a good 150 pounds on him. Like, he could have just taken him down.
Your ex would have beat him to a pulp and throw him out on the curb.
Yeah, like, you've seen how he acts.
Yeah, I remember Shotzi.
I remember Shotzi.
He stood up to Shotzi. It was hilarious.
No, Shotzi had to take a moment to decide who was going to give him more shit, him or me. I was going to give him more shit, so Shotzi backed down. Mac, I don't know who the fuck does that shit, but this guy does. Like, this guy, he is the kind of guy that will post pictures of food that he made on Facebook and is like, hashtag still single ladies. Or like, he'll try to hit on women who are already married, already taken, or gay. And then get really upset about it because they're married, taken, or gay. And then threaten to commit suicide because he was rejected by a woman who is already married, taken, or gay.
Holy crap. I've known people like that, and they grind my goddamn gears.
You want to know what makes me angry, though? You want to know what makes me so angry?
Do it.
I told him, I straight up told him, you are currently perpetrating the stereotype that naval men are pussies.
Oh.
They are.
Like, I try to not, like, clump everybody into a stereotype, right? But he's a little pussy. Okay?
When they did it so well. It's hard not to.
Like, I have a friend who is an ex-Marine, and he goes, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? And I was like, he's Navy. And it's like, that explains it. That explains everything.
I do that with my army buddies. Anyway.
No, Mac. We're talking about a dude who's not an ex, who I didn't date. This dude is just a piece of shit that tried to date me. I rejected him, and then he proceeded to call me a bitch and a cunt.
Alright.
Fucking hate that guy. I don't hate people, but I hate that guy.
Yeah, I hate is fine.
I don't hate people, but this one guy.
But this one guy.
One time.
I swear to God, I hope he fucking hears this podcast and is just like, I'm a piece of shit.
That would be really awkward if you were somehow a fan or something. Like he stalks you.
I would not put it past him.
No, I know that for a fact one of my ex-boyfriends actually does listen to these.
Nice.
And...
Is it the thirst?
It's probably the fucking thirst. He hit me up while I was in Texas, right? And he goes, we don't talk anymore. And I was like, I deleted you off of my Facebook 2 years ago. Of course we don't talk anymore. And he goes, what are you doing now? And I was like, I'm busy. And he goes, why don't you want to talk to me? And I'm like, I'm busy. Leave me alone. It's like, what are you doing? I'm recording. Get fucked. Fucking hate that ex too, okay? There's two people in the world that I actually legitimately hate, and it's my ex Dylan and fucking Derek.
those sound like total like dude bro names too.
They're not even bros, like they don't even know each other, but they act okay. Derek acts like a dude bro, and he gets super upset when nobody likes his whatchamacallit? What cosplay is that? Soren! He gets super upset when nobody likes his shitty ass B grade Soren.
Like OC Soren?
No, Soren, like Wonderbolt.
Yeah.
Oh!
He wears his naval uniform and a blue wig and expects people to get that he's Soren. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be wearing your uniform for a cosplay. Just saying.
Yeah. First of all, that's highly out of regulation.
Yeah.
No, I actually. No, it was funny because. Go ahead. Go ahead. What were you saying, Andy?
People have gotten popped for that before.
I fucking know.
uniform out of fucking regs. Or at a convention like that. I still see it.
I myself am not military. I was raised military. My dad is Army. My mom, like, my mom's half of the family is Army. My aunt is Navy. Like, I was raised military. And so I saw him wearing his uniform, not even his, like, dress uniform, like his legit uniform that he should only be wearing while on deck.
Oh, like the blueberries?
The blueberries.
Oh my god. Thank God we're getting rid of those. Those are silly. Those are just silly.
And I saw him and I was like, you're not supposed to be wearing that. And he goes, it's fine, I'm in cosplay. And I was like, you really shouldn't be wearing that.
You really shouldn't be wearing that.
And like, he had taken off the little patches thingies.
Okay.
But still, I'm just like...
He's not in uniform, but he is a sailor, so, like, don't fucking wear your uniform.
Right.
Well, first of all, it doesn't even make a good Soren cosplay, because Soren wears, like, a blue freaking button-down shirt with the black tie. That's not, like... That's not blue camo.
It's really
compared. Yeah, that's terrible.
Fucking hate this guy. God. And that's just like one of the reasons why I can't stand him. Like, he wears his blueberries, and it's just Stolen Valor is one of the things that trigger me most. And while I realize
I was gonna say that sounds like he's gonna get beat up by someone thinking he's stolen valor.
Exactly.
That's running risk right there.
Like,
even if he's got his card on him or something.
The first time I saw that, he better have his fucking cat card on him. The first time I saw him wearing that, I was like, my dude, are you kidding me right now? Like, somebody's gonna beat you up for Stolen Valor. Like, what's your problem? And then he goes, okay, fine. And then he goes and he, like, changes, but into, the blue jean, or not the blue jeans, the blue slacks with the necktie and the white shirt. I don't know. Oh
my god.
Class B.
Huh?
Class Bs.
Class Bs, that's what they're called, yeah. He's wearing that, and I was like, this is not much better. You are literally going to get your ass kicked by somebody thinking you are Stolen Valor right now. And
are those the only clothes he owns? Like, what the hell?
I don't know if he just... I don't know!
Only Uncle Sam buys me clothes. Buys me clothes new every year. Like, literally, this sounds like a Forrest Gump situation.
I would wear my uniform to school on drill weekend because it was a pain in the ass to change. But, dude, no.
Yeah, it's like, if you don't have a chance to change, that's one thing. This is something very horribly different.
Yeah, that's not, no.
See, I can understand wanting to wear your dress uniform to prom. Totally understand that. That's fine. Because that's where that uniform is meant to be. It's supposed to be a formal event.
Any formal equation, yeah.
But,
the
like...
fucking Brony convention, no. Or any anime con, nothing. God. No, don't do it.
And then, like...
Now, if it was like a formal dinner, then it's a formal attire.
No, so, okay, he brought his formal one because, at the Everfree that we had John Delancey at, he was going to do the dinner with Discord, but then he found out that it clashed with the cosplay contest, so he really wanted to go to the cosplay contest. So he had his dress uniform. He didn't wear it because he ended up giving me the ticket to the dinner with Discord, which I'm like, this is like a $200 ticket, my dude. Are you sure? Like,
hang on. He gave up dinner with John Delancey for a cosplay contest.
Yep.
Yeah, that's someone with very poor priorities in general.
Yep. And that was $200 that he spent in addition to the ticket that he had already spent money on. Like, I'm just like, my dude, are your priorities straight right
now? Are you drunk?
Do we need to have an intervention?
Oh.
But yeah. What?
This guy on the the thing you just replied to on the chat.
Oh yeah, he's like, thank you. You're welcome. So the reason why we're having a podcast right now is because I was bored as fuck, and we decided that waifu podcasts are essentially just going to be whenever the fuck I feel like doing them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Derek fucking triggers me like no Like, nobody's business. I can't.
Matt B, he's really fun to hang out with.
Huh?
And Matt B's question or comment down there, like John Delancey's fun, would be really fun to hang with.
Fuck John Delancey, okay? I got stories. So
yeah, I get interesting vibes from him too. I do question his yeah.
At the dinner with Discord, he was telling this story about how he was trying to find a hobby horse for his grandson. And so, huh?
I'm assuming one of like the old school rocking horses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was trying to find a hobby horse for his grandson.
How old is he? This goes beyond boomer tier. Like that's like a World War II veteran kind of like toy.
John's up there. He was I think he was born during the Depression.
Okay, I guess.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that like really threw me off though. That was like, what time period is this? Did we just like jump back in time? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Derailed.
That's fine. My friend Emily is going to be joining us for the movie. Indy.
Okay.
All right, you guys going to the pony movie?
Yeah,
Lucky.
we're going to the pony movie.
I'm going all by myself on Saturday.
Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, okay. So the dinner with Discord, he was telling this story about how he wanted to buy a hobby horse for his grandson, and he was like, "So I'm, trying to find this rocking horse, and this lady, or I type in toy store to find a toy store to pick up a hobby horse for my grandson's birthday, and the kind of toy store that I get is not the kind of toy store that's meant for kids."
Oh no.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh no. And at the time, I'm cosplaying as Chrysalis. Just because that's what I happened to be in when I was told that I could go to the dinner with Discord. And he goes, and so the lady who I talked to was very polite. She, was dressed kind of like a lady of the night. Kind of like how you're dressed, and he points at me.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
And I look at him, and I was like,
"That's spicy."
Excuse you? And he goes, "Oh, I didn't mean anything by it." And I was like, "Excuse you?" And so I'm sitting there, kind of pissed. Because I just got called a whore by John Delancey.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'm just like, okay, what the fuck do I do? And then like 2 seconds later, some brony spills his spills his white wine all over my corset.
Oh, of course, just a coincidence.
I'm sitting there, kind of pissed, kind of smelling like alcohol. Cosplaying as Chrysalis, sitting right across from John Delancey. And I decide that I'm gonna dip early because fuck this guy. And I run to do my shift because it was my turn to do a shift after Tiggs. And then a bunch of people weren't taking me seriously because I smelled like alcohol.
Oh no.
And at the time I was only 20, so I hadn't been drinking. Because the bar wouldn't serve me because I was 20. But I was so salty.
That's bad. I'm sorry, Stitch.
It's fine.
that oh no.
Yeah.
That does sound like a really unfortunate night all around.
That's the reason why I don't jive well with John Delancey anymore. It's part of the reason why I don't jive well with Celestia either. She was not kind to me.
Really, Nicole?
Did she also call you?
She did not call me a whore. It was the very first BabsCon, right? My very first convention ever working. My very first convention away from my family. Okay? And I was excited because I was like, yay, ponies! And, you know, Jesse Nowak is here. It's great! Super excited. And I got roped into doing security with a friend of mine. And I was posted outside of the door for the autographs. And I was given a list of how much everybody was charging for their pictures and such. And I was told maybe 30 or 40 minutes into the autographs that there was a misprint in Nicole Oliver's pricing. And someone's like, oh, hey, you know, this is Nicole Oliver's pricing. I figured I would just let you know so that you can let other people know. And I was like, oh, cool, thanks. And so I go inside, and I'm just like, excuse me, Miss Oliver, I was told by one of the attendees, you know, that you're charging this much for your pictures and this much for your autographs. I just wanted to double check that it was right so I can give everybody the proper information. Mm-hmm. And she goes, yes, that's right. Okay, cool, thanks. I didn't know. I apologize. Don't apologize. Just get it done.
Oh, wow.
And I looked at her and I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why are you being rude?
This was how many years? This was probably, what, about 6 years ago during the first beginning of the fad?
No, this was the first year BabsCon, so like 3 years ago.
Really?
It seems a bit jaded.
Yeah.
It did seem a bit jaded, but I was just like, okay, whatever, you know, maybe she's just having a bad day. But I was kind of upset about it, because I really enjoy Nicole Oliver's work, not just in My Little Pony, right? So I was a little bit bummed, and a friend of mine was like, hey, are you okay? And I was like, well, I'm a little bit upset, because, you know, Celestia just yelled at me for no fucking reason. And then her handler comes out and is like, hey, don't tell people that she yelled at you, it'll look bad on her.
Oh my gosh.
And I looked at her, and I've been sassy for a while.
Uh-huh.
And I look at her, and I'm just like, you know, the fact that you told me not to tell people that she was being a bitch is kind of making me want to tell people that she was being a bitch.
No, well, I'm a firm believer in that. Celebrities, they should be held to a different standard. Freaking,
exactly.
They have enough
I was like,
clout.
well, or she's like, well, you know, it would just look bad on her. And I was like, if it's going to look bad on her, maybe she shouldn't portray herself in a negative way.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like,
more
especially
like
to somebody who is just clarifying. Don't shoot the goddamn messenger, especially if you're worried if it's going to look bad on you.
Right? Should be common sense, especially since that was not her first con.
Right?
She was in the first year of Everfree, so
oh god,
she'd been to cons before.
Yeah. Mac B says, "Hey Skybolt, remember how great Stable Tech was?"
Yeah, I
Go
just
ahead
read
and
that
get
too. I was
sassy.
like, yeah, that sounds like bait. I'm not sure if he's looking for the bait or if he's really just like.
Are
whatever.
you trying to bait Sky right now, Mac? Like,
wasn't on the team in any way, just a viewer.
I mean, I really don't know, because about half of the viewers, you know, they show up for the videos and that's about it. They don't know the complex insanity from behind the scenes as much, even if they've heard some of our podcasts.
oh my god. Obviously, Mac hasn't heard any of our podcasts.
That's okay. We love our new followers. Yeah, no, Stable Tech was quite the shit show overall.
Quite the shit show.
We had some select good times and good things came from it, but it was sort of like it's sort of like how you can get good fertilizer out of a pile of horse shit. That's essentially what Stable Tech was.
With a little bit of time,
yeah,
you can get.
Yeah, that's right.
You can get yourself.
So I mean, it was. Yeah. I mean, I guess the story is that it broke free into a bunch of different places. There's like the Pony Apocalypse Broadcasting Studio, the Pabst. I think they're still like they're about to finish up that story that James wrote, which he's desperately wants to see made in the SFW or SFM, whatever it's called. But yeah, I don't know when's that's happening. And then of course all our stuff too, which is nice.
What?
Our stuff is nice.
I mean, it's okay.
Was probably run by Discord. No, I don't know. Discord had more energy than that.
That's some good tea right there.
What?
I made some tea.
Oh, you said T. Okay.
Yeah, I heard D too.
I didn't even hear D.
Oh.
No, I made some tea. It was steeping while we were talking, and I needed to throw some creamer in it to make it a London fog.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that puts creamer in tea.
Well, it's really only a London fog if you do Earl Grey tea. Which is what I'm doing. Earl Grey tea and a little bit of vanilla creamer, and it tastes delicious.
Okay.
So yeah.
I got to see London Bridge once. That was kind of cool.
I
was down in Arizona.
I was down in Arizona, and I got to see the London Bridge once. What?
Yes. No, that's a real thing. You can Google it. It's Lake Havasu City.
I've been there.
It's actually kind of nice. I want to go boating on Lake Havasu sometime.
You should come to Portland. We can go boating on the Willamette.
That would be nice too. I wanted to go boating, and I still want to go scuba diving in Lake Mead. Yeah, well, yeah, Lake Mead, because the bomber is still down there. Like, you know, everyone remembers from New Vegas that wasn't a made-up story. There's actually a bomber sitting on the bottom of Lake Mead. Yeah. And at least during the peak of the drought in like 2014, it was shallow enough that you could go down to it.
Oh, I remember. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I've never been scuba diving before. I don't know what the training or whatever is like, but if I ever did, it would be to do see something like that. That'd be pretty sweet.
I've done very light free diving. I went into this big lake that was super clear, and I was wearing my mermaid tail, and a friend of mine who has scuba diving training went with me with a scuba tank, and I just breathed off of his mouthpiece, and I would swim around in my mermaid tail, and it was the best thing ever.
Nice.
It was fantastic. It was so much fun.
That's one of my bucket list things. I gotta learn how to scuba dive.
I like being a mermaid. Alright, so does anybody have anything they want to talk about in this late night waifu cast?
Which
I gotta say, I do love the art that you did, Skybolt. It's good. It's good.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought I'd just throw something quick on there. So
I saw that too. It's pretty good.
It's good shit.
I'm just going with the flow. So.
Yeah, it's like Halloween, like spooky skeleton season. Do you guys have any Halloween traditions of like scary movie month and whatnot?
Not really. Not in the truck.
The Great Columbia belongs to Washington. What? Fuck you. Wait, what are you talking about? Great Columbia. We're talking about the Willamette River that runs right through Portland. Fuck you talking about? There's the Columbia River, which is in between Washington and Oregon, and there's the Willamette that runs right through Oregon. What are you talking about, Mac? I live here. I know what I'm talking about.
You also remember the earthquake drills we had in school.
That's because I lived in California.
Oh, you had better earthquake drills than us up here then.
No, probably not. They just have the no fucks approach where it's like, yeah, it's another earthquake. Okay.
Okay, everybody just hide under your desk and hold on to your butts and hope for the best.
Yeah. It's
Hope these flimsy school desks don't break over the ceiling.
No, earthquakes are greatly over-exaggerated. It's either nothing or it's the end of the world. So it's like it really only falls into the two. So unless it's like the '89 quake or freaking 1906, it's really probably doesn't matter.
Quake.
Or like Japan, they got the big one with Fukushima. Whatever,
I remember
whatever that was.
my very first earthquake. Okay.
I did too. The first one I felt significantly anyway.
My very first earthquake, I want to say I was 5, maybe 6 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Living.
So baby needle.
Huh?
Baby needle.
Baby needle. Living on in Fort Lewis, Washington.
The Nisqually quake.
Yup. I remember being in the bathtub at the time.
Oh my gosh.
When it happened, okay? So, I didn't know what to do, because at this point in time, I had never felt an earthquake, at least that I could remember in my tiny little mind.
Uh-huh.
I don't even think we've really had any earthquakes. I've really felt any major earthquakes since. I think I felt a small one when we lived in Stockton, but that was the aftershock from something that was happening in San Fran. Anyway, so I remember rushing to get out of the tub and running down the stairs totally naked.
Nice.
And I remember falling, so the stairs were like in an L shape, so there was a top and then this small little landing and then the bottom. So I ran down the stairs, slipped on the landing, fell down the rest of them, and scrambled to get under one of the tables.
Nice.
Because I was remembering what we were taught in school. Next thing I know, my mom's yanking me out from under the table, throwing a towel on me and saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm sitting there panicking, "There's an earthquake, oh my god, we're gonna die."
God, you're only 5 then? I was 10.
I was 5. I was
How much younger are you than me?
I'm 22.
You couldn't have been 5 then. You had been like 7.
No, because I was in Germany when I was 7.
So I'm turning 26 in like a month and a half.
Okay, then maybe I was just turning 6.
They would have been right on the cusp, yeah.
Okay, so I was still a little baby needle though. But I had never felt an earthquake at that point, and I was freaking out that the tree that was in our lawn was going to fall on us. So my mom, she throws a towel on me, and then she walks upstairs calmly while the whole house is fucking shaking, and gets me close. And I'm just sitting there panicking, and I run outside in my little, it was one of those hooded towels. I remember that. I don't remember exactly what was on it, but I remember it was a hooded towel. And I run out there, and I have my arms wrapped around me so it doesn't come off, and I end up falling on my face in the middle of the lawn.
Oh.
And my mom comes out and is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, I just remember falling on my face several times.
I was in either the 4th or 5th grade, and we didn't even know what was going on. This kid that just moved from LA was under his desk for about 30 seconds before any of the rest of us even got under, because we didn't feel shit. The teacher started asking him, "What are you doing?" And then the ground started rolling.
Ah.
So then she realized, "Oh shit, this is a big one. Get under your desk."
So it was a big quake? I mean, I don't remember it all that well. I just remember what was happening when it happened. I don't remember, like, the actual shaking.
For where I was, it wasn't too bad. Being down there in Fort Lewis, you guys probably had it really bad because it was you were right around the epicenter. I was on the other side of Seattle, up north. And the only damage to my house was a book fell off our bookshelf.
A book fell off our bookshelf.
That was it. A book fell off, as Bill. But I remember the Olympia got really fucked up from the older building collapsed and shit. The walls collapsed. There's still pictures. There's video of the shit.
I'll have
You
to
can find
see
it
if I
on
can find
YouTube.
them on YouTube, yeah. Cause like
Just 2001 Nisqually, and it'll pull up.
I remember
like,
my
2 weeks-
reaction. I don't remember the shaking. It's kind of like when you break your arm. You know that it hurt, but you don't remember the pain.
Oh, I remember it vividly. It was for having never experienced an earthquake before. It was bad.
I don't know if I would want to remember the actual breaking of a bone either. Like, that seems like it would be very unsettling. I remember seeing a friend's arm break in high school, and that was that was really messed up. It was a compound fracture, and both ends were sticking out through the skin.
Gross!
Oh
Yeah.
no!
That was a bad day for him.
I remember
That never anybody.
when I broke my arm. I remember there was a crack. And then me screaming. I don't remember the pain. But I know that it hurt, because obviously, you know, I was screaming. But the doctor was like, yeah, the doctor told me that the break was actually a lot worse than it looked when he took the first x-ray. I had, my ulna had snapped completely. And was like nearly at a 90-degree angle, but it wasn't quite outside of the skin. And there was a very small hairline fracture on my other bone. I don't remember what the other one is called.
Radio? I think.
Yeah, and my doctor was like, this is so weird. You broke your inner bone, but you didn't break the outer bone. That's so unusual.
That is really weird.
It's because of the way I broke it. I fell on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing tag, I think it was, with one of the kids when I was visiting my dad in Vancouver, Washington. And he tripped and grabbed my ankle and pulled me down with him. And I tried to catch myself, but I ended up just folding my arm against my chest and falling straight on it.
Yeah.
So, I was like, yeah, that's how I broke it. And my doctor was like, holy shit. You don't even weigh that much. How did you break that? It's like, well, when you're falling about 5 feet and you weigh almost 80 pounds. I was tiny as a kid. I think I was 9 or 10 when I broke my arm.
I've only broken one bone, and it was not a limb.
Oh, Indy.
Have I told you that story?
No, but now I'm scared.
I want to hear this too.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know if you ever played wall tag.
Oh, jeez.
Basically, the walls are safe zones, and you run from wall to wall while somebody's trying to tag you.
Okay.
Yeah, it was an interesting premise, but you got to pay attention to where you're going. I ran face first into a wall, cracked my tooth in half, and broke the jawbone right there below your nose.
Oh no!
Gross.
I have a permanent cap on my tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. We didn't even realize it was broken until I got to the hospital or got to the dentist.
No, I had a friend in high school. She broke her jaw in a hairline kind of way where she had this weird thing. I'm not sure if they ever figured it out, but she almost like a narcoleptic episode, or they think like a minor seizure or something, where she just like turned off and then fell face forward, but her arms didn't react. She was just dead. And she came right down on her jaw, and it was a hairline right down the middle, like she was a predator or an elite from Halo kind of thing.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and so she has the braces and stuff on her teeth.
Oh, and then I had braces, or a metal brace on for a while.
Yeah.
Running in from recess, I ran into a tetherball pole.
Oh.
Broke the brace. Yeah, I got a nickname after that. I don't remember what it was. I just know it was there.
I'm reading the comments, and I'm looking at ABA Gaming's comment. I'm from California. We had the San Andreas fault.
Yeah, I sat right on top of that for 2 years. Every day I was like, I'm just gonna die here. Right before I get a chance to leave, I'm gonna die right on the fault line.
That one legit. If you are sitting on that when there is a quake that is now currently way overdue, you will die because chances are part of California is gonna break off into the ocean.
I know. I keep waiting for the battle, or was it Escape Los Angeles situation? It's gonna be great.
That's gonna be a nightmare. Have you seen Los Angeles?
Oh man, it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome.
I drive down there every week.
Fallout LA.
Fallout LA.
Fallout San Andreas.
Or no, Fallout 1 was
Fallout 1 was kind of down there. I know. I think Vault City was in Los Angeles. I want to say.
Right. It was the region, because I know they also had whatever the hub was San Francisco. Was the Bay, if I remember right.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've never actually played it. I've just
Me neither. I've just read through articles. But I forget.
Yeah. The history of Fallout.
Yeah. I still want my Fallout Hawaii game. I think that.
I want my Fallout San Andreas now. Real talk, like the bombs fell and it was the bomb impact was strong enough to trigger the San Andreas fault, and then part of California just breaks off and becomes an island and people become some kind of weird nuclear subspecies. Yes,
that would be sweet. Bakersfield becomes lakeside property.
Yes.
Bring something of some life back to Bakersfield.
Yeah, it's kind of a barren wasteland right now.
My gosh, the entire Central Valley. It could use a good oceanic cross breeze.
Oh jeez.
It really could. Again, I drive through there every week. Oh, I know all about most of California at this point.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, the whole Central Valley. Because here's the thing: is because we have I like California the way how mountainous it is, but with every mountain, then you have a valley, and so the big Central Valley, it just collects heat, and it's all the farms, so you've got all the concentrated methane and stuff too, which is why it always comes up in pollution statistics in Stockton and Fresno and all those driving a 99 just sucks. That's another reason I like driving I-5 is because you aren't getting as much of that valley effect. It's got a little bit more breeze off the coastal mountains.
Fresno is kind of bad.
Oh, dude, I just don't. Fresno, Modesto, pretty much let's see, what's a good endpoint? Lodi through.
Fuck Lodi.
Lodi through Bakersfield, just skip it. You don't need to go there. There's nothing of value there. Just get on I-5, go around, and then go to Los Angeles.
Rosa, which is kind of a nice little community. Then you have
it's kind of a nice community if you want to get stabbed in the freaking kidney.
Right? I used to live in Stockton. And in Stockton there's this line where if you hop over one line, you're in super nice white rich territory. You hop over the other side and you're gonna get punched in the face for being white.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Stockton's a weird city because it's actually a major port. There's this big inland channel, and there's an old naval communication station and stuff. So, and there's one fancy college too. There's the University of the Pacific, which is really expensive because it's a private school. But then the rest of Stockton is the same old Central Valley freaking crap.
Yeah, and I used to live in the part where you would get punched in the face for being white.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. Yeah. And I remember this one memory very vividly. My parents sent us to the park, right? And they gave us these long-range walkie-talkies so that they could call us whenever they wanted us to come inside. And my mom calls us and says, "Hey, it's time to come back." And we're like, "Okay." And as we're walking back, I think we're maybe 2 or 3 blocks away from the park, and we hear pop, 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 pop. Sure enough, some kids had gotten shot shortly after we left.
Oh my gosh.
And
Sounds like Stockton.
Yeah. And I got home and I was like, "Hey Mom, so we heard fireworks going off." Me being 11 at the time, maybe 12.
Ignorant
and
needle.
I was like, "Hey Mom, we heard fireworks while we were at the park." And my mom's like, "Those weren't fireworks." so bad. And then when we moved to this town called Discovery Bay, which was originally put in to be like a retirement community, my mom, huh?
You know those never work out.
Those never work out, and it was right on the Delta, so, you know, a bunch of young people would move in with their boats and shit.
Oh, yeah, all the freaking, what is it, all the, collegiate types with their sailboats and their fancy polo shirts.
Yup.
Hey, now, buy a sailboat, live on it, because it's cheaper than rent.
That's true, too. It's another dark, yeah.
We moved to this town, you know, in Discovery Bay. It was very nice, obviously very white community. And my mom's like, this area is so nice. Nothing bad is ever gonna happen here. Nobody's gonna get shot here. 5 minutes later, some kid gets shot and needs to be airlifted to the fucking hospital.
Oh my gosh.
He was fine. He was fine. It was a pellet gun. But, like, the bullet was like a millimeter away from his heart. Like, he very well could have died.
Oh, dang.
That's as deadly as a normal firearm.
I know, right? But my mom's like, yeah, nobody's gonna get shot. It's great. Helicopter comes down in the park right across the street from our house. We run over to see what's going on, and this mom is like, my son just got shot with a pellet gun. And we're just like, hey, Mom, guess what just happened?
That's really low energy.
It was
Should have been a sideways turn 45. That's how you shoot someone.
Oh my god.
Get
It's the oh my gosh. What are the comments saying? The Langley make Langley, Virginia oceanside property. That would be horrible because that would literally be, well, first off, it's the entire peninsula with like Delaware and Maryland. Like that's got to go somewhere. And then you've got DC itself, which is east of Langley. So I mean, that does sound very American Dad-ish, because I know the CIA thinks of themselves as the true rulers of America, but yeah, that would be very complicated to do. Langley would probably go in the ocean if you did have DC crack in half from a freaking earthquake, which DC does get sometimes.
Let's see, we have a question. It says, at EAST Corp Productions, what do you all think of New York or Chicago or maybe even Florida/Louisiana area fallout with all the water?
It kind of falls to the same premise they did with Boston.
Boston.
Oh my god, a Florida one with nuke crocs?
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome actually. I'd be okay with that.
A whole new level.
Super radiated crocodiles and anacondas.
Well, I mean, Florida's like really close. You could have like a Kings Bay level, the Kings Bay Naval Submarine Base, which is really big deal.
Well, then you've
Florida's
also
full
got
of Air Force bases. You got rockets. Could be fun.
You got Miami. You bring the Cubans into it.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
Well, the Cajun. Imagine the Cajun cooking crafting you could do.
Wait, Cajun is not Cuban.
There's a lot of it out there in Florida.
But Cajun is strictly Louisiana.
Louisiana.
It's a branch off from Creole, which was French and African American slaves. They had babies and created Creole.
What am I thinking of there in Miami then?
Cubans.
Essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think France tried to take Florida from the Spanish for like once or twice, but
it did
like,
for a hot minute, and then it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's gonna take this, and then it's gonna be the dick of the world.
Florida's really tricky too. I mean, they couldn't even really develop Florida until like the 30s or something because it keeps getting hit by fucking hurricanes, and the entire like all the land is swamp. I mean, how many times do you get a story like, you know, Florida man falls into sinkhole when road disappears underneath him?
Yeah, they're still finding the spots. Oh, we forgot to put a foundation on that one.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, shouldn't like the first thing you do in Florida be like pour 4 feet of concrete and then you build your thing? Because that seems like a requirement that they keep forgetting.
Now, Chicago could be interesting with the winter.
I mean, Chicago was a feature in Fallout Tactics, but no one remembers that game, so.
Who gives a fuck about Fallout Tactics?
New York?
Oh, no, I'm just sick of New York in general. New York is too full of itself. Needs to be brought down a few pegs. That's why I was okay with Boston, actually, because I'm like, at least it's not New York, man. Every goddamn movie is New York. I hate it.
But for a Fallout scenario, I don't know the lore with the city for Fallout.
Sir.
I don't think there is any, really.
No, I think it got like nuked the fuck like immediately. Like it was #1 target.
Correct. Yeah. If I remember right from the interviews with the developers, New York was wiped off the map.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was kind of like LA. There was nothing left.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's another reason I love Fallout 3, actually. I actually really like the DC setting because I like all the neoclassical like buildings and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I would probably put a well, my plan is still Fallout Hawaii. That's what I would do. Is essentially make a Fallout game, but you add in just enough of like Far Cry elements where you got the whole island and maybe all like 4 main islands.
The real.
I don't know. I haven't played much of Far Cry, but like that concept of like you got the whole island to play around on.
Yeah. Well, I was making a joke because Fallout 2, or Far Cry 2 was not Far Cry.
Oh, okay.
It's just a damn name.
Okay.
Fallout Alaska, guys.
Fallout Alaska. Well, I guess we already had Operation Anchorage. I don't know what else you do besides that.
Canadian Fallout. There wouldn't be a Canadian Fallout because the whole of Canada would get up, move out of the way of the bomb, and be like, "Oh, sorry, went your way."
Yeah, Canada kind of got genocided when they got annexed, so it like doesn't really exist. I mean, they did reference Ronto, which would kind of be fun, but that seems like it would be a Fallout 3 DLC.
Ronto.
Like the pit.
The day of the rake is coming. You Canadians are on borrowed time.
People watching.
What?
I said there are 11 people watching.
Noise.
I put it in the Discord. I don't know if any of them are in
Discord.
Only people who are in have the podcast tier are allowed to be in the Skype chat.
Oh, somebody asking that question?
No. That's for your knowledge.
No, like I would say our High Roller PonyCon. I sent them the video link.
Oh, to watch?
I don't know if any of them are.
They should. I mean, I'm pretty awesome.
Kind of why I put it in there.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad. I wish I could be going to Equestria LA. That would be super fun, but my schedule's all fucked.
It's cool. I'll be there, so I'll hold the whatchamacallit by myself panel.
It'd be great. It'd be great.
I'm actually kind of excited because I'm flying to a friend of mine's house and we're going to be driving to LA. Because he lives like 3 or 4 hours away from LA, so we're just gonna fucking drive there.
Damn.
Yeah. Well,
and beforehand, he's going to help me dye my hair. We're doing my full head, and we decided on purple.
Oh, there you go.
And I may be getting a tattoo this weekend. Okay. And it's needle stitches cutie mark.
Oh.
What did you say, D?
We need to talk to Brandon about that.
He's not answering the messages.
Wait. Where's the cutie mark going to be?
On my wrist.
Okay.
Where did you think it was going to?
It's questions need to be asked.
I was actually kind of thinking about doing it on my tummy, but then I was like, if I ever have a kid, that's gonna get stretched out and look bad.
Yeah.
That's why you just exercise and get it back to normal.
True.
It would be incentive to exercise and get it back to normal.
I want my tattoo to look better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Nah.
That's kind of why I haven't got tattoos on my arms yet. The one on my wrist.
Yeah, you want to put it someplace where the skin is least likely to stretch.
Yeah, or if you plan on keeping it the way it is.
Yeah.
Which sometimes you just can't control.
Yeah, skin's gonna start sagging no matter what.
Fuck you, Lucon, whatever your fucking name is.
Oh. Is she saying fuck you to somebody? What's wrong, Google?
Huh?
Why are you saying fuck you to somebody?
Oh. That person is like, it's gonna be on her butt. Go ahead and say it. I know you thought it.
Yeah.
Only you thought that. You perv. But yeah, it's gonna be on my wrist. And if Binkin doesn't answer, like, say he's gonna come, then we should just go anyway.
It's not over Szechuan, so...
Huh?
Like, we're gonna be down there for the Szechuan sauce anyway. There's only 2 stores in the area.
Oh, that's right. They're only putting in an
yeah,
area
we're
that
getting
services
the
the
Szechuan.
Rick and Morty studios. Yeah. Those scumbags. It's probably something they could just publish the recipe for or like bottle and put in stores. But no, they're gonna be dicks about it.
It's not that hard to make. It's basically plum sauce with a little bit of like chili pepper.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Plum sauce is way better than the shit McDonald's sauce. You're not gonna get top quality cuisine from McDonald's, in case anyone actually believes that.
They're trying to get better.
Yeah, and that's what's killing their entire marketplace. This is like
Burger King's getting scared.
It could. No, Burger King's made too many of their own fuck ups, so they're just trying to play it safe.
Oh, what country was it that was trying to ban McDonald's because of it?
What?
I saw the headline. I think it was China. It was like they were starting to boycott McDonald's because it released. And they clown.
Lucondrix, are you saying that there's like full things of Szechuan sauce at Walmart?
What?
They sent a bottle to the Rick and Morty people, but that looked like a production tier bottle, like what they shipped to their stores.
Not the McDonald's Szechuan sauce. It is a Szechuan sauce. It is not the Mulan Szechuan sauce, I don't think.
Yeah, it's probably just the closest thing.
It is not the Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce.
Has anybody? I know you have, Needle, because I sent it to you.
Plum sauce is fine. Just buy plum sauce.
Have I seen what?
Skybolt, have you seen the description of the Szechuan sauce on the website?
No.
I'll post it in the Skype chat.
Oh God.
It's actually hilarious. Needle saw it. I don't
Hold
know
on,
if she remembers.
I gotta add it to the stream so everybody can behold its glory. Oh fuck.
Here's my screenshots folder. There it is.
I also have a screenshots folder, or specifically a screenshot subsection of my meme folder.
Alright, this is Skype for you, Skybolt.
Alright, you want me to read it in like my best Rick voice?
Oh God, that would be fun.
Let's try it.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the thing before you do that.
Okay.
That way everybody can see the glory.
The glory of McDonald's marketing team. Oh,
I mean,
Lord.
that's arguably the thing that has kept them on top for all these years, is they did have a genius marketing team until like 10 years ago.
Alright, Skype isn't agreeing with me. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I can't do the burp. The Szechuan sauce fans are... Damn it, now I can't do it. I'm trying to. Morty. Szechuan sauce fans are typically incredibly motivated, born winners with the combine of a sweet disposition with a slow burning heat. When the people set the goals or make outright demands, they tend to achieve them. Sometimes their impulsivity can get them into all sorts of hijinks, Morty. I added the Morty. But the mad geniuses, they're portal out of the trouble, and they try to put it. I want the Szechuan sauce and the buttermilk crispy tenders. Just like
they full on reference Rick and Morty, and it's glorious.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do Morty.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, gee, Rick.
Is it like Morty or season 3 Morty?
Huh?
Morty, we can't keep doing this, Morty. This third season's already pushing the potential for our franchise.
No, I know, Rick, but we got the Szechuan sauce, Rick.
Yeah, I know. But now we've played that card, Morty. What are we going to do for the next season? We just can't keep making demands of fast food companies, Morty.
There are 3D Doritos, Rick. We can do 3D.
I can't believe anyone else remembers 3D Doritos.
We can do the Butterfinger BBs.
Oh hell yeah, that was the shit. I miss Butterfinger BBs.
Algenel? Is that what we're doing?
Oh gee, Rick,
so what you're saying, Morty, is we're just gonna dig up.
Do you remember the Squeeze-Its, Rick, with the little pills that change the Squeeze-Its colors?
So what you're saying, Morty, is we're just gonna dig up every like trendy food, the nostalgia foods from the 90s and early 2000s? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, why not, Rick? I mean, we did it with the Szechuan sauce.
Morty, if you learn nothing from all your time spent with me, your loving grandpa, it's that time travel is bullshit, Morty. We don't do time travel, and that includes throwbacks like the goddamn Szechuan sauce, which I don't know why we did in the first place. It seems kind of like a really weird thing for us to try, but it actually worked, Morty. We need to stop screwing around with time travel.
Rick, but the thing is, you say that I should remember all these things, but do you know how much brain damage I have from the shit you put me through?
Yeah, Morty. That's why I keep draining the memories from your brain every little while. You know,
You what?
You do, or something I do, or you just
you do what?
Oh God! Now we need a number 3. I better make sure your sister's up to date on all the codes, Morty. I feel like I don't want to remember this anymore either.
Let's see. At EAST Corp Productions, did y'all know that McDonald's used to cook their chicken nuggets in beef tallow back then?
What the heck is beef tallow?
That was what my question was.
That's
Do you
better
mean
not be.
tallow?
What's tallow?
Tallow is a
Like
fat,
beef
I
stock?
believe.
Well, that would make sense
Eighth
then.
Flame says, I got a question. Ever since Terminal Secrets episode 1 to 4, I noticed that the original voice actors who did Butterfly Stitch is actually different. And I'm wondering who's doing Stitch now. Butterfly Stitch is played by Needle Stitch.
Wait, what?
Right?
You were the original?
Huh?
I knew I recognized the voice.
Yeah, that's me. I have to drop my voice down significantly to do Butterfly because she's supposed to sound dead inside.
She is dead inside.
So
we
typically
killed
my
her.
voice is at this register, but when I do Butterfly Stitch, I have to kind of drop it down and not be as excited.
Like Shaw.
I kind of start taking after Maud a little bit.
So tallow is like a wax?
It's derived from animal fats. And it's what they used to make candles out of, because candles were used to be made out of animal fats.
Yeah, that's where the whole like whaling industry started. People don't remember.
Yeah, because they would use whale fats inside of lanterns and candles.
Because there's lots of fat in the whales. That's a lot easier than like harvesting a whole, herd of cows for candles.
Tell that to people trying to dab the whales.
Mrs. Levitt, You can't really say something is slightly disgusting because human beings eat pretty gross things, including butthole.
Yeah, I never understood
Yeah,
that.
that's a thing.
Yeah.
Did you have that conversation a few days ago, Noodle?
Yes, we did. We talked about people eating butthole.
I always wonder, like, who's the first person to decide to do that? Like, who's the first person that decides we're gonna do this?
They had to be piss-ass drunk.
Okay, kidney fat. I don't think kidney fat is called tallow. Let me Google it. Consult the Google.
There's what smell? It's to keep you away from it. So, oh Lord.
A deer kidney? No, I've barely eaten normal deer meat in like jerky form before.
Suet.
I have not feasted on kidney.
Suet. That's the name of kidney fat. It's called suet, not tallow.
Like S-U-I-T?
S-U-E-T.
E-T?
It is normally the fat found around the heart and kidneys of cattle and sheep.
Ah.
Dang. Well, I got tricked into eating a deer meat taco once. They told me it's normal beef, and it tasted like normal beef, and they're like, "Oh yeah, right, that's deer."
Interesting.
It was a bad joke, but tasted fine.
Yeah, no, deer meat isn't too far off. Like all of the big animals, it's like it's all in the same range. Like I've had buffalo meat, and it's like it tastes like slightly like maybe tougher than cow because I was like really trying to identify it.
It's more gamey, is the way I put it.
Yeah.
It's more wild. It's wild meat.
Yeah, when I think gamey, I think of like oily because my grandfather was really into gamey birds like duck and pheasant, and for those, I don't know if it's the way he cooked it or whatever, but it was just like ugh, it just made my skin crawl. Ever since then, I never liked really like greasy meat. I like my meat burnt like grilled, like dry, but with some like spice flavoring.
So you don't take your steak still mooing?
No.
I love my
prefer
steak
cast
still
meat.
mooing.
I grew up with a kid, a friend of mine down the street. He'd order his steaks like that. I want still mooing.
See, if I don't take a bite into that steak and it's not tender with a little bit of blood dripping down my chin, it's not good steak.
Are you sure you're a pony?
Absolutely.
Fallout Equestria changes people. You have to start eating people at some point, and it's just at what point you decide to start eating people.
Just ask Rampage.
I mean, it's technically not cannibalism if you eat another animal.
That's true too. That's why there's no yaks around anymore.
What is that buzzing?
What buzzing?
Is that just me?
Is it done?
Yeah.
What about now?
No, it just happened again.
It's
Yeah.
happening again?
Yeah.
It's me.
Okay.
I'm working on
Are
a
you
loom, but I didn't realize you could pick it up that well.
That didn't sound like a loom. That sounded like an old cell phone from like the mid 2000s that would like mess with like speakers in your school.
Weird.
The
Yeah,
stuff
my
that-
phone's not that close to the mic. ABA Gaming. Well, I have a couple that I can recommend. Personally, I really like the Blue Snowball and the Blue Yeti.
Yes.
Skybolt doesn't like them.
No, I love them. I've had one of each.
They're pretty
You're thinking
good. The Blue Yeti is like better than the Blue Snowball. Obviously, because it's like the higher tier one. But if you're just getting into recording, or you're just getting into streaming, or whatever it is that you might be doing, the Blue Snowball is definitely a good way to go. It's only like $50 American.
Yeah, no, the Blue Ice is, or Blue Snowball is a good simple microphone.
I used the Yeti for... which one did I do? Which one was the one that I sent you when I was still in Texas, Guy? Which chapter was that?
I don't remember.
I did it for one of the chapters. I think it was the nuke one. The one with the nukes. Or the...
Oh, I think that was James's.
No, I think it was the one with the energy weapons. I think it was energy weapons that I sent to you.
Oh.
But I recorded that one on a Blue Yeti, and it picks up so well. I could hear my friend live streaming on his YouTube channel in the other room. It was so bad. I'm sitting there and I'm like listening to it, playing back, and I can hear in the background my friend Spike shouting. And I go out and I'm like, Spike, what the hell? And he goes, what? I was like, I was recording. He goes, oh, my bad. And it's like, I didn't know. I was like, well, it's fine, but I could hear you yelling. So in the background, it's really funny. Like on the raw audio that I have, you can hear Mr. Creepypasta screaming in the background. It's hilarious. I was like, what the fuck? So the next time he was recording something, I started yelling from downstairs, just, ah! He's like, what the fuck? Wait, I deserve that. It's good shit.
Let's see.
I kind of want to send the bloopers to James and have him publish them, because some of the bloopers that I do for these videos are fucking hilarious. Most of them are just me being like, who the fuck wrote this? Oh wait, Skype. Like, I'll be reading and I'll just be like, what does the what quickly goes in and makes a small grammar edit. Okay. I have to do that a lot with Vermont's chapters. I have to go in and make very small grammar edits because I'm just like, what is that? What? Who wrote this? I'm tired.
But are you still bored?
No, definitely not bored. I mean, that's the reason why I decided to run this podcast, was because I was bored.
Eighth Flame had a question for you guys.
Where?
802 in the
I don't
chat.
see time codes online.
Oh,
Are you on mobile?
I see it. It says, how did you guys join EAST Corp Production, and who's in charge of EAST Corp Production? Okay. I joined by accident.
Nice.
I kind of fell into it. Skybolt posted on Skype that they were looking for a voice actress for Derpy, and I decided to slide into those DMs so very slowly and said, hey, are you guys still looking for a voice actor for Derpy? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. So I used my old roommate's really shitty microphone, and I record something really quick, and I thought it sounded like shit, but apparently they like it, because here I fucking am in all my glory. And then Skybolt and Vermont are the, I guess, parents of EAST Corp. They're the ones who originally started EAST Corp. And technically me, Skybolt, Vermont, and James Kelly are in charge, because we're all producers.
4 horsemen.
We're all horse lords.
Horse ponies of the Apocalypse production.
Yep.
And I'm just a Patreon that hung out tonight.
Yep. Indy just paid to be here, so he's here. But yeah, Skybolt, Skybolt's gone over why he started EAST Corp before. If you want to go ahead and go on that salt trip, Sky.
Yeah. It's like, it was funny because I actually started the channel in May of 2015, which was right technically before Duchess Horror originally premiered, which is really funny. And it was essentially because there's this whole like bullshit like Reddit leak thing that like some guy even called me out, and I barely remembered this guy, but he was like, he was just like a total. The one time I remember that he like vaguely referenced, he was like being a total dick to the voice actors in our like big group chat we had at Stable-Tech. This is when Stable-Tech was ridiculously bloated and gangrenous. I don't know, he was just like shitting on them, and so I was like, in more professional words, I was like, shut the fuck up. These are, RVAs, so it's like, some other people might be better in different ways, but these guys have been great and they've stuck with us. And I guess he took that really personally, so he was like ranting about me and I was such a bad guy, and he didn't do fuck all for the studio. I never saw any of the drawings or animation that he supposedly created and was denied. It's like, yeah, I didn't see much inside the artwork of the whatever, but yeah, I don't know. It was just a whole thing, and so I kind of expected that. Like, I was already like kind of getting sick of the studio by that point for so many reasons, and so I created the EAST Corp channel as soon as I had come up with the idea of the EAST Corp in-universe company, and I was like ready to just pull all of Confessions and all my other stuff like at any given moment. Essentially, it was the escape hatch that I built for myself. Because really, I mean, that was a big part of what was actually on the channel, was the confession stuff and the music stuff and a lot of things that I had major contributions for. And yeah, I don't know. It was like I was just waiting for that final straw. And then finally, we just kind of kept going on. And it really, like, EAST Corp, our Stable-Tech was so dead by the time we actually left anyway that it was mostly more like his straw finally broke, and he just asked me, like, you want to do something else? And we were like the only ones really doing anything at all, because he was like, he got Terminal Secrets off the ground, so it was us doing like all this cool VA audiobook kind of stuff. And so I'm like, well, by the way, I have this that I set up a year and a half ago. And he's like, oh my God, yes. And so then we basically pulled the trigger and finally left.
Skybolt would definitely be the dad.
Oh, yeah.
Skybolt would be the dad. Vermont would be the mom.
Ew.
Though I think at this point I've become the mom because I'm like, all right, everybody get your shit together. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Either that or I'm the drunk aunt that is constantly tipsy and just always traveling.
Sounds about right.
Everybody tells me I'm like the weird aunt anyway. Because I'm the kind of person that will let you get away with murder, but I will tell you when you're being stupid. It's like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but as soon as you're stupid, I will tell you you're stupid. Get your shit together, Summer!
Get your shit together, Summer!
Get your shit together! I told that to my mom once. I was like, get your shit together, Summer. She goes, excuse me?
I think Summer's actually my favorite character on the show. I really like her. Yeah. Especially in season 2 when they realized that she was a character that needed more like screen time. It was like, I don't know, she quickly became my favorite.
Summer's like me if I were a basic bitch.
Yeah, like, so, whatever. I think that's part of it. Summer reminds me of, like, a lot of, like, Valley girls that I grew up around. And so there's, like, a weird, like, I don't know. It's, like, familiar connection in a really strange way.
Girl, I will kill you.
No, you don't have Valley girl qualities.
Okay.
Not predominantly.
I mean, I can do it. I really like pumpkin spice.
No, there's the natural Valley girl, which is like they can't hide it. It just is, and that's what I think.
Really like pumpkin spice, and like I can't live without my Starbucks. And like everything that I say just has this weird inflection, like it's a question, and don't really know why, but it just always sounds like I'm very confused.
Yeah.
I had a friend who was like that.
Another good shorthand for Valley Girl is if their hair color is lighter than their skin color, and that's because that's not a race thing, but that's like any combination of tanning and hair bleaching. That's usually a Valley Girl.
I had this one friend that I would tell her to stop talking because it sounded like everything she was saying ended in a question.
Oh, another key, like if you're taxonomy and you're spotting for Valley Girls, is like glitter, like lip gloss or lipstick, and then they're always chewing gum. So it's like,
stop! I will kill you.
Yeah. And also heavy mascara. I think it's mascara, right? Where it's like heavy on the eyelashes.
Heavy on the eyelashes, heavy on the eyeliner.
Yeah.
It always has to be a very dramatic wing and usually some kind of smoky eye.
And probably asking me to help them with math. I maintained a few, acquaintanceships with Valley Girls in that front. It's like, oh my god, how do you do this trigonometry? And I'm like, it's like this.
When my Keurig broke, I actually messaged Sky. I was like, you're an engineer? Help me fix my coffee maker. He goes, I don't know.
Throw it out and buy a normal coffee pot.
Right. Fuck you.
Keurig is a scam. Like, you're literally paying for a special key to access your coffee. It's like,
what?
You have to buy the little cups it's like a trademark design, so you can only fit Keurig cups in there.
Oh, see, I just use like the reusable cup, and I buy my own coffee.
Okay, see, that's better, but like that was their original intention, and they actually fought hard for the copyright on that for a while. But I think there's enough like illegal, or not illegal, but like what do you call it? Anyway, like off brands that fit them now that they kind of had to stop fighting.
Shh, just accept it.
The Facebook page is trolling me.
Huh?
The MLP movie Facebook page is trolling me.
Oh no!
How long until the fucking release? And I've been a good boy and stayed away from that HD rip that somebody fucking posted.
Oh, I didn't see that. Luckily.
Oh yeah, my friend Vinyltastic has the rip.
Is it literally a full HD like digital copy?
They somehow downloaded it, uploaded it to something, and put it on YouTube. The HD, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that is a problem with modern movies, is that they get sent to the theaters digitally now, so stuff like that can happen.
Yeah, but it's a full leak, and people are watching it. It pisses me off.
You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Oh my gosh.
You're what?
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I'm still gonna go on Thursday or whatever.
I'll still go with you, Indy. Fuck, I want to hang out with you, but I'm gonna watch it. That way I can hold that above your head.
But you still won't have the soundtrack memorized like I do.
Oh my gosh.
How do you know?
With that, are you gonna listen to it?
Rainbow is my jam. I've been listening to that every single day before work.
The soundtrack is more than just Rainbow.
Fuck you, I like Rainbow.
I haven't even heard it. I've only seen like the first trailer, and I've been able to block out a lot of the extra noise since then.
Rainbow isn't really a spoiler. It shows some cinematics, but it doesn't show you anything crazy.
Nice.
Most of it's from the trailers.
Yeah, most of it's just trailer stuff.
But Needle, you haven't heard one more thing yet, or Time to Be Awesome. So,
but fuck you. I like Rainbow.
It is a good song.
It's a good song, and I like Sia, so it's even better.
Sia.
So I'm gonna bring Battered Blade with me to see the movie, but I'm super angry because as I was sewing up her head, I was like, why is this not meshing right? Like, what's going on here? And then I realized, forgot to put her neck on.
Oh no!
So, as soon as I realized that, I put it down, and I was like, I'm not gonna touch this anymore until I've calmed down, because I am now thoroughly pissed off. And so, now I've calmed down a bit, so now I'm going to take the time to actually cut apart what I have done.
Oh no.
Sew the neck on. And
you've got to send a picture of me, though.
Yeah, you have to send a picture of her without the neck.
Without her neck?
Or, the way it is now, where the head's like right on the body, I guess. That sounds funny.
It sounds hilarious.
Well,
Sounds like a
it's
meat.
deflated right now. Like, it's only halfway done because I still have to sew up her nose and everything and make it look like a nose and not look like a weird, like, face mask thing. And I'm not about to start sewing up the nose because that's a whole new can of worms that I don't feel like opening when I have to cut apart this thing.
But cans of worms can be really good. It's a can of worms.
You're gross. But the thing that
Have you
sucks
never
is
eaten
that
a can of worms?
I have not had a can of worms. The neck is like such a small piece that it was easy for me to forget, so I'm angry with myself.
I would love to see a finished pony without its neck.
No,
That does
I'm
sound
going
pretty
to put the neck on because this isn't for me, it's for a patron.
fun.
If you want to pay for me to make you a horse, you can pay EAST Corp and I'll make you a horse. Or you can
Yes.
just pay me, either one. I'm not going to complain about some money.
I know you won't.
Ball sacks. Oh, everything hurts.
You have
I've been
two
sitting
of
out
them,
too
and
long.
you have two of them in the chat right now.
2 ball sacks?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
I mean, okay.
I don't know.
They were from the first acts.
I mean, I'm sure you can speak for yourself, Indy, but I don't know if you can speak for Sky.
That's
Oh
why I
wait,
said
you're talking to me? Oh yeah, I'm set. I'm good.
I'm set.
Hanging about 8 inches to the left.
Oh, gross.
Or right, you don't know me.
I don't. That's why it was a question.
Or right, you don't know me. You don't know the way my ball sack hangs.
The banter.
You don't know the way my ball sack hangs.
No, I do not.
No, you do not, and you will never know.
About 6 inches north.
Maybe. 6 inches north. What the fuck?
I was about to say, did you say north? Or
As an
north?
up. As an up. It's supposed to be the way.
That's not the way north is.
That is the way. You look at like a body chart, north is the upper cardinal direction.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I am not wrong. I'm a cartographer.
You are not a card. If you're a cartographer, then fucking make a map like James is asking.
I did. I did tell him. Well, technically, I've been using a map that came from the Stapletech chats as a reference, but
Oh my
you
God.
know, I've been adding my stuff to it.
Are you
That's
making
cheating.
a Fallout Equestria, like, map?
I think it's for untypical.
I'm the map on the map on the map.
No, because there needs to be an updated map for Fallout Equestria, so I can figure
Yeah,
out.
that's. And there's no like real settled one, and I don't know if James.
No, there's not.
Yeah, like I have one that I use internally because just in 20 hours of dialogue it comes up like cardinal directions. So I have like a general layout of everything, but it's not necessarily set in stone. Not necessarily. It's all relativity.
Sounds about right.
You didn't miss anything super lewd, John. We were talking about ball sex.
Nah, we're just talking about gametes.
Okay, so Cameron is going to join us for the Szechuan sauce journey.
Who's
Oh my
Cameron?
gosh.
You met him last time,
Oh, did I? Okay.
Mr. Abooble.
I don't know names.
No, yeah, the chubby guy that went to AFK with us.
Cool. He seems like a cool dude.
He can
A
be.
pretty cool guy.
I'm
You can also-
crying right now internally. I'm taking apart this head and just
It's a
crying.
head.
Makes me sad. And John's like, oh, okay. You guys are talking about ball sex. It's nothing exciting. We weren't talking about titties. We were just talking about ball sex.
Yeah.
And
The
cardinal
make-believe-
directions of ball sex.
Yeah, I tried to I tried to invert the conversation, but only implicitly.
How do you invert a ball sack?
Please don't invert your ball sack.
It happens
unless
about
you're into
like
that.
I think the 10th week. 20th week, something like that.
Is it the 20th week?
I don't know. It's whenever the hormone fires.
What?
Or actually, no. It's the opposite. It starts out inverted, and then it inverts if it receives the hormone. And like health class is coming back to me now.
I think you're talking about when you're a fetus, and when you're a fetus, you're female. Like as a female,
it's very intelligent dudes.
And then eventually you turn into a male. At which point your ball sack doesn't invert, because that would imply that it goes inwards. It goes outwards, so it extroverts.
Yeah, it's an inversion of the natural of the first order.
Oh my god. Skybolt doesn't know how ball sacks and babies work.
It's exactly how it works. Is it inverts direction from inside to outside?
That's inverse, not invert.
Yes, no, it's invert.
Ooh, a new truck park. No, that's the same truck.
You're like, oh look, a new truck. Wait.
Yes, I forget who I parked next to. I'm sorry.
Were you gonna go out and say hi to your new neighbor? Do truckers do that? Do truckers like get out and be like, hi neighbor?
Sometimes.
I thought you had like frickin' CB radios for that. Why would you leave the truck?
You know the only conversations that come across CB radios these days? Shut up, stupid.
Wait, what?
Literally, I'll turn on the radio and every day, at least about 10 times throughout the day, you will hear "shut up, stupid," because like somebody's asking a legitimate question. Is there traffic on the 205? Shut up, stupid. or it's a fuck ton of politics and.
You see, I thought that was the whole point of CBs, was to get like traffic tips. Like, hey guys, just FYI, there's only one lane open on the 13, so go north to the 41 or something like that. That's mean. I thought truckers were better than that.
That's mean. That's not how they're portrayed at all in the movies.
Then again, one of my two references of truckers is the movie Duel by Steven Spielberg, which is a quality movie.
I've heard about it though.
It is a quality movie about a mysterious trucker that gets really fucking mad at a guy for cutting him off.
Somebody wants to talk about the booty barn. Are we going to talk about the booty barn?
That's up to you. It's your podcast.
It's my booty barn too.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, Skybolt, how often do you peruse the booty barn?
I don't know, like whenever it comes up in conversation, I guess, and someone like references something.
Let's see what's fresh and new on the booty barn right now.
Oh my god.
That's the lounge, which I don't give a fuck about.
What is the booty barn?
The booty barn?
I've never heard of the booty barn.
Are you
Should
serious?
I Google it? Should I Google the booty barn?
You're not gonna find it on Google.
It's the lewd NSFW in the
Your booty barn.
EAST Corp Discord.
That booty barn.
Yes.
That booty.
My booty barn, the only booty barn that exists.
The only one that matters.
Exactly. So it looks like the last time I looked on here, Krellick had posted some weird tentacle shit. And I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like, Krellick, these aren't even booties. And Wendy was like, okay, that's creepy.
Oh my god.
Cameron's trying to talk me out of getting a tattoo because I have debt to pay. He does not understand ink therapy.
Yeah, that's the I'm reading the comments. Yeah, that's the whole point. The silent cartographer is I make maps, but I don't tell anyone about them, or you don't get to see them.
What's
Isn't that level of Halo?
Yes, it was. It was a very good level of Halo. Quality.
No, you're not allowed to say W's booty barn. There is only one booty barn. It is Stitch's booty barn. I love that aged white cheddar booty.
That's a good rampage.
Huh?
Okay.
I just
feel like
up there and decided to search a rampage. because there's no real good art of Rampage.
Oh,
She's an underappreciated character.
that's the barbed wire chick, right?
The half zebra, yes.
What time is it? It's 8:30. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see.
That's we all just start posting in the booty barn.
Oh my god.
I'm not posting in the booty barn. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, that's supposed to go here, and that's supposed to go there. So then it flips out. No, that's not how that works. That was my phone.
No, really? It sounded like a vibrator.
Fuck you. It was my vibrator, okay?
Hey now.
Good for you.
Good for you.
More power to you. Oh, who else is? Oh God, I'm trying to think of characters to find photos of.
No, you can't say W booty barn. There's only one booty barn.
Oh, the queen. Oh, I never posted this one, did I?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think I did. Yeah.
Okay, I think I figured it out. Is that how that's supposed to go?
It's Needle in real form,
What?
complete with whistles.
What? What about Needle?
You'll see when you check Discord.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah, no, that's me.
But you are given the kind of sexy eyes to whoever's fucking looking at the photo.
I can't wait to get that cosplay made. I have a friend who's actually helping me paint a white bodysuit.
Nice.
Oh, really? That's gonna be cool.
I will pay in virtual hugs if you start singing Rockstar like, and we all want to be a big rock star. That
Oh,
one?
I used to listen to that.
Nickelback or whatever.
Do they want unironic? Do they...
50 cars.
Yeah.
Girls
In DJ
come
Pony's
easy,
voice?
Drugs go cheap. Well, I'll get dizzy because we just won't eat. Is that how that song goes?
You know way more of the lyrics than I expected you.
No, okay. So, my dad, when that song first came out, he was like in love with that song, right?
Oh no.
He literally made an entire CD of just that song. So, like, there were 15 songs, all just Rockstar. So, I haven't listened to it much since, but I do remember some of it. And I do remember, like, because we all just don't want to be a big rock star. Getting something, driving big fast cars, I think. We'll all stay skinny because we just won't eat. That's what it is. And there goes our monetization.
Yeah, I know. It's freaking Nickelback.
Hopefully it won't.
James comes back to the channel with 0 subscribers. What do you guys do?
Then you're gonna be like, Needle did it, and then you're gonna be like, Needle did it, and then he's gonna come to me and be like, Needle. And I'm gonna be like, don't be mean or I'll tell Scratchy. There's only one song that I like of Nickelback, and it's Photograph, and it's simply because of the meme. Look at this graph!
I know, yes! And then the stare at the camera for like 10 seconons. It's perfect.
It's the only song that I like of Nickelback. Look at this graph!
Oh man, I love the occasional like short insta meme like that. It's so great.
Am I the only one that likes Never Gonna Give You Up for the non-meme qualities?
We're no strangers to love.
Oh,
You
oh,
know the
oh! You
rules,
mean the
and
Rickroll
so
song?
do
No,
I.
no. I sang that in this like group function we did once.
A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this with any other guy. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. I can tell you right now that that song is not copyrighted because I played it on one of the podcasts and it wasn't struck.
I don't know why he would make so much money off of it.
Because it's such a meme. Everybody uses it anyway.
That's true.
Same with All Star. And fucking the other Counting Crows song that was played in Shrek.
One
One of the other Shrek songs.
It was All Star, and then well, what was that?
Accidentally in Love.
Accidentally in Love. Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god.
We need to do
Shrek.
that with Lil Pip and Homage.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
I've actually been wanting to do All Star as like a meme song for my channel for a while. I got to get around to that.
Hey now, you're a raider.
Dude, that would actually be pretty good.
No, it's not. I'm a believer.
And I'm a believer, bum, 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 bum. Not a trace of doubt in my mind.
I know both of you will know the original freaking artist of that fucking song.
It's the Monkees.
It is the
Yeah, it is the Monkey. I was gonna ask the chat if they knew.
Oh, you didn't want us to answer.
Fuck, sorry.
I didn't realize you didn't want us to answer.
Chat would just Google it.
The reason I said you guys know, I cared you guys know.
Sky and I are big on music. Like, that's just how we are.
Yeah, actually, the Shrek CDs or soundtracks were some of the first CDs I got, unironically. I was
Okay,
too young. No irony at that level.
you want to know the first CD I was given as a Christmas present? Okay, so this wasn't one that I bought.
Qualifier complete.
First two CDs I've ever gotten, because they were both at the same time, they were both wrapped up in the same little present, was Hannah Montana and High School Musical 2.
Oh my gosh.
Interesting. You
Those were the-
know what my first one I bought myself? With my
The
allowance
first one
money?
I bought myself, was Welcome to the Black Parade.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I went through a short My Chemical Romance phase.
I'm still in that phase, it hasn't gone away.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city.
Our
The
copyright
same
is
marching
gone.
So,
Our channel just got struck. We are fucked.
Well, I mean, a channel committing suicide would be appropriate to My Chemical Romance.
Oh my god.
but my first CD ever was Baha Men's Who Let the Dog Down.
Oh
No
my
joke.
Oh my god.
Why would you get the whole CD? It's only the one song.
The theme song to my school, our school song, was Who Let the Dog Down.
Oh my gosh.
For that couple years that Baha Men was big.
I remember getting old enough where I finally realized what that song was actually about, and I was like, "Oh, that's funny."
Yeah, it's dark.
It's about ugly women at bars. It's dogs that someone let out into the bar.
Oh, and then they had a song that kind of spoofed the Lion King jungle scene.
Oh no!
At the beginning of the song sounded just like "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?"
Oh,
And it was a good song. And the whole CD was actually a decent CD,
Sky,
but
I bring you a proposition for a compilation of songs that we should do.
oh my gosh! What?
Songs that are specifically directed towards trying to get copyright struck. Because one of your songs or one of your videos. I think we have 3 videos that cannot be monetized because of you. But one of them has 6 copyright strikes on it.
What? Or one?
Which one? It's the one that has all of your songs on it, like the hour-long one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 6 of them.
I remember I had that one monetized for like a good 6 months initially.
Yeah, no, it got copyright struck.
Yeah, that's just because YouTube sucks now.
But we should try to beat that record, because now I want to beat 6.
Well, I am due for another compilation album.
Just the meanest parodies we can make.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
What else is out there? What can we do?
Skybolt meme album.
Well, I mean, there's no lyrics, but of course, Darude Sandstorm is infamous.
You can change it up.
Yeah, we'll just do an acapella version.
It'll just be me saying derp.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, I'd listen to it.
Other famous meme songs. Oh, there's again no lyrics, but there was the what was it called? Like, oh no, there is lyrics. The Star Shot or whatever song where it's like the gifs of the people falling through space.
Oh yeah, Shooting Star.
Shooting stars, yeah.
Da, 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 da. We call you the demonetization duo. Hell yeah.
I don't know if bleach on your skin is good. Probably not.
What?
But it's a wet towel.
What are you talking
Well, I
about?
mean, it can technically, bleach your skin.
My neck was getting itchy, okay?
So you decide to kill the cells, the receptors? How dare you feel itch? I'm gonna punish you.
How dare you feel it?
Well, most itching is like, I think it's between like the 2nd and 3rd layers of skin. So it's like you have to burn pretty far down to actually like solve the itching problem.
You know what? Do
It's just
exactly the opposite
burn-
of what Samuel Pierce says and keep bleach near your bare skin at all times.
Just drink the bleach. That's the only way out. That's the doorway.
Cleaning wipes.
Peace and happiness.
Bongo, 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 I don't wanna leave the Congo. Oh, no, 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 no. Our copyright's gone.
I wish I could find an instrumental of that song. I would have done that years ago if we had one.
I'm so happy in the Congo, I refuse to go. That song's actually incredibly racist.
Oh yeah, that was perfect. So far out.
How did that fall? I thought you were up there.
I spin.
I'm good.
Hey, the screws are holding though. That's good. That is good to know. Need to tighten one though. Ignore my ramblings.
Cleaning wounds with bleach water is a bad idea. Yes, I think you start with.
Idea.
Yeah, I
That
think
is-
iodine is what you want in those situations.
I carry rubbing alcohol and hydrogen peroxide in my truck.
That's true. Hydrogen peroxide is good for bubbling out like contaminants, and then alcohol is even stronger of a disinfectant.
I was gonna say rubbing alcohol is like 99% alcohol. I can tell you the one time I got a serious injury, I just poured alcohol and it burned like a motherfucker, but
Oh.
I'd cut open my thumb on one of our trailers.
Yeah, that's not good.
It was nasty.
I
Duct tape, towel.
I biffed it pretty good. I was playing with my hula hoop while I was cosplaying as Vinyl, and I didn't have my like legit glasses on because I wear prescription glasses. I didn't have those on, so I didn't see a lip on the curb when I ran to chase my hula hoop because it got caught in the wind and I was like, whoa, missed it. So I take off running after it, as anybody would, because it was heading off into the street. Didn't see the lip, hit the lip, skidded across the street a good 5 feet, laid there for a second. Somebody started yelling at me, "There's a car!"
Oh
Quickly
no.
got up. Oh, who's in the thing?
It's Vermont.
Vermont!
Oh god.
Well, I mean, what did you have like an exposed stomach, like a crop top or whatever?
I didn't have an exposed stomach in this case, but I did destroy one knee of my vinyl pants. So that's the reason why, like, my knees are all fucked up now, because, well, not like my physical knees, but
Sure,
the
that's
the
the
pants
reason.
knees.
That's
Fuck
the
you.
reason.
But
That's
as soon as my friend Shauna started yelling at me, "There's a car coming," I got up, kind of, like, jogged to the other side of the road, and laid back down. And I'm sitting there. Next thing I know, she's yanking my pants up over my knee, and she's...
What?
I skidded across the road and fucked up my skin.
Ooh.
And so I'm sitting there, and my knee is bleeding like crazy because I'd just taken off like good 2 or 3 skin like layers.
Yeah.
And she goes, "I'm gonna dump something on your knee," and I was like, "What do you mean you're gonna?" Ah! And she had dumped alcohol straight into my knee.
Ooh. Ow.
So I'm laying there, and she's, somebody had, like, quickly brought her, like, a triage kit or some shit, so she's picking gravel out of my knee as I'm laying there in front of a hotel during a convention screaming.
Oh,
That's embarrassing.
that sucks.
After I was done, like, she had patched up my knee and everything, and, we went and got dinner, and I was fine.
What?
Yeah.
Right?
Just need a stim pack.
Somebody
I
says,
love the video. X.
Needle Stitch, what do you think you would have... What? Oh, what job do you think you would have in the Equestrian Wasteland? And if anybody else wants to answer, they can. Well, if you can see my horse, she specializes in sewing, so she would probably be very good at triage.
That's a good point, actually.
Would.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna go with like making clothes, because that would be a thing too. Like, because there aren't like new clothes happening anymore, so it would be like patchworking people's clothes with like fresh leather or cloth.
Well, she
or
could do that
whatnot.
too, but she could also patchwork your fucking skin.
Exactly. For the record, I'm pretty sure Skybolt and I would both end up being DJs.
Probably.
I would probably end up being a security, because that's kind of what I do.
Chugwell.
That is my MO.
Yeah, that's what we would do.
So what are you guys doing up at fuck off early in the morning? I mean, I know it's not that time in your upside down country.
8:45
but still.
p.m. on the American times.
Oh, I woke up and there was a sudden podcast.
Yep. So basically, what had happened was I had gotten really bored and was like, "Hey, who wants to start a podcast? Because I'm fucking bored." And Sky was like, "I'll do it," and Indy's like, "I'll do it." And so we just kind of decided that Waifu Cast happens whenever I feel like it.
Oh, okay, cool. Ow.
Love that response.
Vermont just stops questioning things that I decide to do.
Yeah, that's true. What did I miss?
Nothing. We just
Outside
talked
of
about
that,
ball sacks and stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Skybolt
Hey.
got hands about 8 inches to the left.
Yeah.
Oh
Or
yeah.
right. He never answered the question.
No,
You actually
that's the
did
mystery.
miss a pretty good Rick and Morty bit between Sky and I, because Indy and I this weekend we're gonna go get the Szechuan sauce.
An attempt was made. Ooh wee! But we forgot the Mr. Meeseeks.
Oh god, we did.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
Ooh, I'm Mr. Meeseeks too. Look at me.
And then Vermont, I'm Mr. Meeseeks too.
Mr. Meeseeks, please kill me.
Oh, wait, I can sure do that for you. Can't do.
Oh my gosh.
You're all very weird people.
Yes,
I
but
should
you
go
love
back
us.
to bed.
We
I'm
need
never
too
to,
damn
we need to
rude.
send Vermont the sauce.
The sows.
Yeah, they don't have. They're not going to make the sauce in South Africa.
I don't
Okay.
think they even made it the first time.
Skybolt, you and I need to pitch together some monies and send Vermont the Szechuan sauce.
What if we made? What if we made only like a thimble or like some kind of really ridiculously small container? It's
We
like
could just send them McDonald's containers, like one single container of Szechuan sauce.
yeah, and it's like he gets it and it's been like opened and tested by like all these agencies and stuff. And it's like there's no sauce
more
left.
Szechuan sauce. They just decided to
Yeah.
eat the Szechuan sauce.
Wait, what do you mean tested by all these agencies? Do your agencies test shit you send out of the country too? Because
Sometimes.
or unless of course you're thinking that South African agencies are going to test shit, in which case no, they're gonna find it, decide it looks tasty, and they're going to steal it.
Well, yeah, there is that too.
What happens
to
if you
South
ask a Meeseeks to divide by 0 successfully?
Isn't that how they're born?
It started getting more Meeseeks.
The whole world explodes. If they can do it. Maybe.
Or eventually
I
they
don't
just
know.
go crazy and try to kill you so that they no longer have to do your request because you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
God damn it. Gotta update. Is it Tuesday? It is
Yes.
Tuesday.
Yes. Well, actually, it's
Apparently,
Wednesday.
$2 movie ticket.
Oh shit, did you get the movie tickets for Indy?
Yep, not.
You have not?
That's why like, I can get T-Mobile Tuesdays has $2 movie ticket for the MLP movie.
Do it.
If I gotta pay for a hotel too, I gotta make sure I don't get paid.
I would do it, but I don't have T-Mobile. Yeah, I
I'm
don't.
buying
I
for myself. I'm buying for anybody. Well, no,
Huh?
I'll buy for you and Cameron, but I'm not buying for the rest of the guys.
Well, I
can buy
can
their own
pay you
ticket.
back,
Ah!
but if you can get a deal on it, like,
Like,
That's
this
what-
is first grade.
what are
I
you
don't know if
yelling
it's-
about?
Like multiple.
Vermont,
Yeah, I
why
wouldn't
are
trust
you
people to
yelling?
pay me back either. Not in the general sense.
Vermont,
Yes.
why were you yelling?
I yelled out why I was yelling. My computer blue screen.
Oh!
That's because you've been looking at too much porn. Stop it.
I have not had time to look at porn yet.
You were looking at it yesterday, weren't you?
I was not. That's what I have a cell phone for.
You hesitated.
Your butt hesitated.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Did Ben hesitated?
I love you, Vermont.
Needle has a hesitating butt.
Oh, her butt did. I can see that.
Love
Yeah,
you,
right.
Vermont. You're a
I
fucker
love you too.
and a faggot.
Oh my gosh.
Careful, careful. The last time you said that, we lost 4 subscribers.
Oh, that's. I remember that. I
Oh, were
say it
people
out of
upset?
love for Vermont, and apparently Twitter hates it when I say that because I said gay,
Gay.
and they're like, this tweet contains, what did it say? It said, like, this tweet contains potentially
Jack
offensive language.
Jack.
Like, I was tweeting at Vermont, and I was like, you're so gay, and it blocked it and was like, this tweet contains potentially offensive languages. Click this to be able to look at it, or like whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, are you kidding me right now?
That's gay.
It was very
It's like, I don't know. South Park already explained this really well in an episode. It's like, no, man, let's talk about that. It's something totally different. I don't know.
It's
Anyway.
just funny because
I think
Vermont and I are both bisexual. So, like, we're both potentially gay.
Potentially gay. That's an interesting description of it.
Potentially gay.
Everyone's potentially gay.
Adam.
You can't really be completely straight and being like My Little Pony fan. I'm sorry.
Are you telling us that you're potentially gay, Skybolt?
The potential is always there, but no.
I think Skybolt's telling us that he's very gay.
He's very gay.
Skybolt's very gay.
Fucking faggot.
Skybolt requires the horse dick to survive.
We just now lost 8 subscribers.
Are you serious?
No, I'm joking. I'm not homophobic. Like, honestly.
Homophobic?
I'm not homophobic. I'm not afraid of gay people.
Why would you be scared of gay people? What are you
Right?
gonna do? Oh my god, he's got the glitter!
Oh
Stop
my
it.
god, his
I've
house
been
looks
covered in
amazing.
enough glitter. Flashbacks to the last frickin' Pride Parade.
But like, I wouldn't have married my 2 best friends. Like, one of my friends asked me to be her pastor for her wedding, and if I were homophobic, I wouldn't have done the wedding because she got married to a woman, and the friend who asked me to, like, be the pastor is trans. Like, if I had an issue with either of those things, that wedding would not have happened. And I did it for free. They only paid me in alcohol.
That's not free. How much did you drink?
I had 1 drink. To be fair, I had 1 drink because right after the wedding we got into a car accident, so I needed that drink.
Yeah.
So you should have had more drinks. You should have had more drinks.
No, you don't want to get drunk after having a car accident. Yeah, just to give like medical advice out there, that's not the best thing to do.
It's really not the best thing to do. I didn't drink a lot. I drank enough to stop shaking.
Yeah. That's when you go to the hospital and get frickin' morphine. That's what that's for.
Seems like that would be a great time to drink.
No, actually, but it was funny because like we went to this Australian restaurant. It's like an authentic Australian. No, it's not. It's not Outback. But it was like an authentic Australian restaurant, and we were like, "Hey, we need some drinks." And at this point in time, when we were telling the bartender we needed drinks, it was like almost noon.
It was like that episode of The Simpsons, like, Bay Air?
And the guy was like, "Oh, has it been a rough morning?" And we're like, "Dude, we just got into a car accident. They just got married, and then we got into a car accident." And he goes, "Oh," and so he pours us doubles.
It's always happy hour somewhere.
It's always 5 o'clock somewhere.
Exactly. No, Neil, you know what you should have asked him for? You should have asked him for a little bit of what I'm drinking right now. Do you know what I'm drinking right now?
What are you drinking?
Kettle-made tea.
I am drinking Earl Grey tea with a little bit of creamer that I made in the microwave.
Okay, so the fact that you said creamer there, okay, that's another reason why we can never be friends, Neil.
It's a very light splash to make a London fog, okay?
Okay, you don't. So you make it with a kettle, and then you do this amazing thing the rest of the world does, where you add milk.
I'm lactose
Fucking
intolerant.
milk.
I can't have
So
milk.
you were just. So
Wait. Can you have goat's milk? Is it just cow milk?
I haven't tried goat's milk, so I don't know.
I'm curious because my aunt is lactose intolerant, and so she did the goat's milk thing. It's disgusting, but it is an option.
I think Needle was just born looking for an excuse to not drink tea properly, like a human being. Bad Needle.
Well, I mean, everyone knows the only proper way to make tea is if you have an opium-addicted Chinaman. That's the only way to drink proper English tea. Every other way is wrong.
You know what, Vermont? Why don't you send me a kettle for Christmas? How about that?
Why don't you send me an opium-addicted Chinaman for Christmas?
I did do that. That was before Needle was really a part of the cruise.
He can do my taxes.
No.
But funnily enough, Needle. Funnily enough, we were actually talking my parents and I about sending you a kettle as a joke.
Oh
Are
my
you
gosh.
serious?
That's actually very expensive.
It wouldn't be expensive if you ordered it off of Amazon and just had it shipped to my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we were considering it because that would be very fucking funny.
I would appreciate that kettle so much because it came from you, and you sent it to me from halfway across the world. I would probably make tea in that kettle all the time.
Aww. That's so nice of you.
Oh, so I can't find the tickets that the you're going to.
Huh?
Oh, well. The specific things with this app you gotta use for T-Mobile and shit, and they don't accept the location we're going to doesn't expect it.
Yeah, I discovered that apparently T-Mobile has some deal with the airlines that they get free Wi-Fi on all the flights. That's bullshit.
What?
Yeah, with like the Go-Go or whatever.
Oh, I think I remember that. I never use it. I don't fly. It's so expensive.
So how long has this podcast been running so far?
2 hours
I don't know.
and 10 minutes.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, still got another hour.
We probably gonna kill it soon because I do have to get up at 5 a.m. for work tomorrow.
You and me both.
But yeah, Vermont, if you somehow manage to magically send me a kettle, I would legit use it.
Vermont may send you a kettle once his finances clear up.
You need to take care of your college first.
Yep. Though it is looking very, very bright and likely that I will be returning to college on Monday with the rest of the students for the beginning of the new term.
Good. I'm glad.
Right, and I should definitely 100%, I might even do it today, upload the footage of me being snuck into college in my friend. Well, actually, that was me being snuck out of college in my friend's boot, but still.
So the first time Vermont told me about this, I was very confused because I forgot that English people call their trunks a boot. So I'm sitting here like, how that you're not that small. And then I was like, wait a minute. English people call trunks boots.
So weird.
Yes. Also, I'm not English.
Close enough.
You have an English accent?
I do.
You sound more English than most Londoners right now.
Yeah.
Although it should be pointed out, I've had South Africans think I was American before.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. That must suck.
So I've started.
I'm
I'm starting to become concerned that 3 years of working very closely with you terrible people has resulted in me starting to gain one of your accents.
You have only been working with me for about 10 months.
Yes, but I've been working with Skybolt off and on since 2013.
Oh my gosh.
And with varied Americans also, with varied amounts of Americans since 2012 on various projects. So I think I'm starting to become one of you.
Oh my gosh.
One of us. One of us.
Assimilating.
I'm not really 100% on board with that concept. On account of your accent's just the worst.
Hey,
You're surrounded
my
by
accent is not
Afrikaners
that
all
bad.
day.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, actually, we
Okay,
have closer accents to Shakespeare than modern English people do. It's the funny thing.
Yes, this is true. Like the chances are the American accent is closer to what the English accent used to be, and it was the English accent that then changed after your two countries got divorced.
Yeah, Mother England is still upset that we overshadowed them in terms of empire, Anglo influence, naval dominance. Are the bongs triggered yet? United Bong of America.
That's Borg. That says Borg, not Bong.
Oh, I wrote it as bong.
All of your
I think Skybolt just really, really, really wants to get a bong.
Skyball really wants to get
understand.
Should I send?
plastered.
No, it's the Big Ben bongs. That's where it comes from.
What was that needle?
I said Skyball wants to get plastered.
Should I be
He doesn't
sending
want to get
Sky-
high.
He wants to
Should
get
I
white.
be sending Skyball? Should I be sending Skyball to Bong for Christmas?
Yes,
no.
you should.
It's
Send him one of
it's
the
a 4chan
collapsible
thing.
ones.
It's calling British people bongs.
I know a glass blower. He can make one.
I want one that's in the
I
shape
also-
of needle stitch, and I will never use it because my job.
I'd
randomly
probably
does.
just send the one to Needle Stitch because I can't have a bong.
I can, but I would never use it because my job randomly drug tests.
Yeah, that too. Mine. So does mine.
That is why
See, that's why.
3 years ago.
That's why you do what I do and just don't have a job.
See, you're not.
Or
that
you
American.
can live off your parents like Vermont.
I'm not okay. Yes, I'm slightly living off my parents. This is true, but
That's how the podcast started out. Was the neck tax contributions.
but to be fair, I also don't have a job because I'm a freelancer. I just take jobs as they come.
You're immersed.
Freelancer,
Yes.
more like freeload.
Oh.
Shit! I'll fight you.
Love you.
Then be a mercenary.
I'll fight you with my.
There's a
I'll fight you with
lot of
my
good
butt.
mercenary work in Africa.
There is.
Oh, well,
I'll get a
that's
fight.
because that's because Africa has the actual best mercenaries, specifically South Africa, because we on account of us having some we used to have a really good military, and those units were disbanded after the apartheid era. And so a whole bunch of them kind of scattered, and some of them are now either mercenaries across Africa, and some of them are training your soldiers.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Specifically,
That's right. You guys
specifically
still have
your
mines around there.
specifically your light infantry.
I wish we could get your soldiers to fight in goddamn Ethiopia so we would stop going there. Or no, not Ethiopia, Somalia.
Fucking
How did
some.
you get Ethiopia and Somalia
God.
confused?
Because we keep getting tied into that damn behind enemy lines bullshit in Mogadishu.
But every time you guys, but every time you guys fuck up there, they make a book about it and then a cool movie with Ewan McGregor. So it's fine. Just keep doing that.
No, we really should.
I wouldn't mind.
Lasted 5 minutes and fell out of the helicopter.
I wouldn't mind seeing Black Hawk Down Part 2.
I want to see it with the new Bell V280.
Black Hawk Down
Valor.
Part 2, directed by Michael Bay,
Oh my gosh.
with music
Wait,
by
that's
Hans
Skyfall.
Zimmer.
That was Orlando Bloom that lasted 5 minutes. Ewan was the desk guy.
I love Orlando Bloom.
I prefer Ewan McGregor.
Yeah,
I like
I also
Orlando
prefer
Bloom's
Ewan
face,
McGregor.
okay?
You
He
like
was my-
Orlando Bloom's butt.
I love Orlando Bloom's butt.
Orlando Bloom is not attractive to me. I don't see it.
You know,
I just
I
don't.
can see it with Ewan McGregor, though. I can see it with both of them. I am a non-discriminatory
McGregor is-
butt liker.
Ewan McGregor's gorgeous, but Orlando Bloom just has a dumb-looking face. Like his face looks like he is trying to contemplate what's happening in front of him because he has to slowly, physically understand the world around him because he's very stupid.
Physically,
It looks
That's
like
what he-
at least he doesn't look like a permanent 10-year-old boy like Elijah Wood.
oh my god.
Elijah
Is he
Wood could
true?
play Morty in a Rick and Morty movie.
Even with the
He
beard, the
could.
poor guy still looks like he's 10.
He has like the babiest face ever.
He's a fantastic actor, though. Every now and then I rewatch Wilfred. Great show.
Oh yeah, he was in Wilfred.
I love Wilfred.
I saw this horror movie that I'm not sure if he produced it, but it was called Maniac, and he was the killer in
Hold on.
Maniac. And
Hold
it was
on.
real.
Hold on. I'm about to get
Okay.
triggered right now.
Okay.
Oh god.
Samuel Pierce, what's Orlando Bloom? My dude! Have you not seen Lord of the Rings? He plays Legolas, okay? Have you not seen Elizabethtown? He's in that too, okay? Have you not
in that too.
seen Pirates of the Caribbean? He is in that too. Okay.
Now, since there's a little bit of silence, do you guys know what Ewan has over Orlando?
Everything.
The fact that he can sing.
Ewan, McGregor can fucking sing. He's got the fight.
Really? Oh yeah, freaking.
He was in Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't hear that.
Moulin Rouge is my
Ewan McGregor
favorite.
has pipe.
I love
Moulin
Moulin
Rouge
Rouge.
is okay.
It is my favorite. I'm really sad and I'm really single, so I'm going to eat a pint of ice cream movie.
Stop reading my mind, because I have a DVD sitting in my truck.
I love Moulin Rouge so much. I watched that. So, when the first time, I believe, we were coming back from Germany, because we traveled back and forth from Germany to America to visit family, I think maybe once a year. One of the times they were playing Moulin Rouge. So, the flight between California and Germany is a good 12 hours. It's a very long flight.
Yeah. No kidding.
So, I watched Moulin Rouge at least 4 times that entire time.
Oh my gosh.
Memorized it?
Huh?
Memorized it?
Oh, yeah. And I was a kid.
Now I want my DVD.
But they were playing Moulin Rouge, one episode of Lizzie McGuire, and then Finding Nemo.
Oh, there it is.
That's high
And
quality.
so I watched
That's a
Finding
weird
Nemo,
combination.
one episode of Lizzie McGuire, and Moulin Rouge. And it was fantastic.
That's a weird combination of things to show.
It's because they were trying to make it so that the kids had something to watch and then the adults also had something to watch. That's typically what they did in flights back then, is they would have one kids movie and then one adult movie.
Back then.
Yeah, back then. Now we have Netflix, and they'll just give you a Netflix, and you can watch your own Netflix.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they don't give you any of that in our flights, but you know.
Oh, in America, yeah, like, they'll give you access to a Netflix, and you can watch Netflix.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
my last
with
flight-
us, you pack your. With us, if you want to watch something, you pack it on your phone or your laptop or your fucking whatever, because you are not gonna see any. Because they do not show that shit to you. Because you don't have our
Do they call it South Africa?
So Skybolt, you can go suck a dick.
That was a good joke.
I'm going to hang on.
Wait. They have planes in South Africa?
No, they have
They've got
airplanes.
It takes about 12 hours just to get to, like, Mogadishu.
Hey, Skybolt. could you
That
do me a
actually
favor?
sounds like it'd take a lot longer. Because Mogadishu's like, what, 2,500 miles away? Or I'm sorry, like 4,000 kilometers or some shit?
Or some shit.
Skybolt, could you do me a favor, Skybolt?
No.
Could you count down from 3 to 1?
Oh, no.
3, 2, 1.
And that's Skybolt gone from the group.
Oh, no!
What did you do?
Oh, it's rooted, Skybolt.
You kicked out Skybolt?
I did, yes.
You douche! Skybolt's like, gay!
Can we add him back? I
You're
don't think you
a
can add
fucker.
someone back during a call. Or at least I can't.
Just
Whoops.
break it. Did we?
Ah, there we go. I added him back in.
Oh, look.
Fucking gay.
I got him back.
That was fun.
That was fun.
God damn it.
So, in the comment section, ABA Gaming 80117, dude, also first, like, remove the numbers, seriously, goddamn. Anyway, ABA Gaming 80117 asks, who has a better booty, Skybolt or Vermont? And clearly the answer is Vermont.
Okay, see, I can only answer Skybolt because I've only ever seen Skybolt's booty. I have never seen Vermont's booty.
I can send you a picture.
Oh my god.
Is it a bare butt picture?
Why would I send her a picture of my bare butt?
Please don't send me a picture of your bare butt.
Yeah, I don't want us to get in some kind of like situation.
Like, you're one of my best friends, Vermont. I don't want to see your bare butt. We're not at that level yet.
For the record, apparently, the only two features of my body that I have been regularly told are of high quality are my eyes and my ass.
Okay.
Apparently, everything else about me is kind of take it or leave it.
I had this one dude. He went out of his way to tell me that he has been told that he has an aesthetically pleasing penis.
All right. That's
And I
that's
just
about as
started
smooth
laughing. I
as
was like,
a
what does
brick.
that even mean?
What?
It's a very, very poorly executed way to invite. It's very poorly executed.
He was
Okay,
trying
but
to
at
prompt
this
you
point
to
in
ask
time,
about it.
like, when he had told me this, we had already done stuff.
What? Oh.
So what? You already knew, right?
So,
I
like,
mean,
I had seen it, and I don't know what an aesthetically pleasing penis looks like.
There is no such thing as an aesthetically pleasing penis.
Exactly! They all
Like,
look
and
like
this is
sad, wrinkly old men.
Like, seriously, no, they're ugly, weird, floppy things. No. I like them, but
No.
no, they're ugly. Ugly as fuck.
No,
They
vaginas
really
are
are.
not much better.
No, they're not, but they are still better. Which proved once and for all that of any part of the male or female body, the boobs are the best.
Boobs are the best. Boobs and
Boobs are
butts.
the best.
boobs are
Boobs
pretty
and
nice.
I am an ass and titties kind of girl.
Yep, 100%.
Ass isn't necessary. Titties are what matter.
See, okay, if a girl doesn't have a nice butt that I can grab onto, we're gonna have issues. Because what the fuck do I hold on to if she doesn't have any butt?
The titties.
Titties.
But what if she doesn't have titties either?
Well, every
What
titty
do you
matters.
do?
Titty lives matter.
Titty lives matter.
I mean,
Unless they're plastic, then that's gross.
DJ Strikes says hashtag aesthetic penis.
Hashtag aesthetic penis.
This is some damn good tea. I did. Good job, Needle. You made some good tea.
Well, I mean, you made some average tea. It will never be as good as the tea I just made, because mine was made with a fucking kettle.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you again. Send me a kettle and I will use it.
You can pick one up.
Opium Chinaman.
Take you to go buy a kettle this weekend, Nito.
No, I want like a legit teapot. Like my other one broke and I was very upset.
Yeah.
But then I would still microwave my water.
Oh Lord.
Vermont just hates it that I microwave my water, and if I do not have a kettle, I will still microwave my water.
First world abilities.
Oh, I mean, it's not technically first world problems because I live in South Africa.
That's the second world.
Yeah,
No, that's the third world. That's the third world.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't actually call it that anymore. Apparently, it's not politically correct. We're supposed to say we're a developing world.
Oh, developing is just a euphemism. Everyone knows that.
Developing.
Developers.
The thing is, I think that developing world
Hashtag
and
Dev Lives
world
Matter.
I think that's actually worse. I'm pretty sure that's worse.
Yeah, because third world only implied that it was outside of the regimes of the like American sphere of influence and the Russian sphere of influence. It wasn't necessarily derogatory back in the day.
Third world country is a way to describe how technologically advanced a country is.
Yeah.
The thing is, we have a lot of the technological advancements that you will find in the first world. The actual problem is on a financial and infrastructure standpoint. We don't match up with you guys there, or on a standpoint of politicians, for that matter. I mean,
you used to be a nuclear state. Can you believe that? It's
like I know America.
You sound like Skybolt. You sound like a parent that's like, you used to be a baby. Can you remember that? You're like, you used to be a nuclear state. Can you remember that?
You had this awesome off-island nuclear test with Israel back in the 70s and all this stuff. It was a good time.
Yeah, but we stopped doing that because we are a poor country. Well, actually, we're not poor. We are not poor. We are just so fucking corrupt that the money is just vanished.
I was gonna say, isn't Africa full of all those blood diamonds or something?
So this weird thing called slavery happened, and you people stole all of that.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure you still have plenty of diamonds. 95% sure. I mean, all you guys have to do is invade the Congo. I mean, that's gotta be fun, right?
Bongo, bongo, I don't wanna leave the Congo.
Oh no!
Okay, Vermont.
Vermont just wanted an excuse to pull the slavery card.
Vermont.
Yep.
I have decided that Skybolt and I need to do a music collab with the sole goal of demonetizing the channel.
Please don't, because we can't. If we're demonetized, we can't link in the Patreon anymore.
No, it's fine. It's all good. It's fine.
We're only gonna sing songs that are so terrible no one copyrights them.
That's our sole source of income.
ABA Gaming says, "This is the Waifu cast. Celestia can save your booty now." You are correct, ABA Gaming. Once you join the Waifu cast, your booty is no longer safe.
So, for the record... So, wait, never mind, I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish this lovely cup of tea, and once we hang up here, I'm going to go and slam my face against the wall that is Squarespace for, the rest of the day.
Nice.
Your Square...
I've been trying...
It's currently lacking, but you can make it better.
Hey, it's in a decent state at the moment.
It literally looks like you copy and pasted some pictures in and then added some link in a PowerPoint.
Wow. I'll fight you.
I thought you were going to say Linkin Park for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, we haven't done one of those songs yet.
Wait, haven't you?
Well, I have actually.
this
meme song.
You did Sins of the Past.
Yeah.
You see, I am a ghoul.
I was always wondering, it's like, I don't know. That is their memeiest song. It would have to be that or In the End. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
So why do I see a picture of Oakhart in the thing, but she's
Skybolt
you weren't there. Yeah, so I just threw her in. It's like Oakhart pops out of hell or whatever, Tartarus, whenever she pops in the podcast, so that's a good representation of that.
Oh, I know that part. We've used that before, but she's not in the podcast. Or was she here earlier?
No, she wasn't.
Okay. Why is she replaced
didn't add
me?
the patron thing. He added Oakhart.
Yeah, yeah, whatever.
Oh my god. Okay, so ABA Gaming 80117. Also, please, seriously, dude, look at me. Look me in the eye. You and me need to have a talk. You need to shorten your fucking name. Okay? Please do it. I will name a character after you if you change your fucking name. Or if you just shorten it. That'd be cool. Anyway, so...
Let's just call him ABBA.
That dude... So that
Oh
dude,
yeah, we could sing an ABBA song.
ABBA Gaming 80117. See, the ABBA part isn't the thing that's long. It's the 80117.
His name is ABBA.
Your butt's name is ABBA.
No, his name is ABBA. He's the dancing queen.
Exactly.
Anyway, I do like his version of Backstrap's theme.
Crawling in my crawl, these crawl, they will not crawl.
Well, yeah, what's a ghoul gonna do if you take away his back legs and just leave him with his guts all hanging out in a plastic bag?
Oh, that's an actual...
in my bag, these hooves, they do not work.
I like
Okay,
the
so,
idea of Dusty doing like non-singing for it, like just kind of like talk singing.
Maybe if we pay him.
Hey, Needle, maybe you can make a cover and send it to Dusty and make him sing it. We already need to get him to sing the Who Wrote This song, anyway. Hey, so Samuel Pierce talked about EAST Corp Productions musical. I have actually prepared multiple Fallout Equestria the musical songs, all in parodies, and I have never been able to produce them. I was originally going to do a fake teaser for a Fallout Equestria 2 of some dude going and waking up Little Pip from the SPP tower, and Little Pip bursts out and starts singing her version of "You're Welcome" from Moana.
I'm working on
I had
it,
the lyrics
okay?
written. I had the lyrics written and everything, but I never sent the demo to Needle.
You sent me the lyrics though, so I'm working on it. Patience, young Padawan. Singing is hard, okay?
It's hard, okay?
No,
We
it
can
is
always just
because
send
like
it-
I have to try to keep the Little Pip voice, and Little Pip is essentially derpy but without the nasal. So I have to keep it from sounding like derpy.
Yeah, it's a shame. There's some pretty although there are a few bits that are kind of confusing with the
Denouement.
Hey. The general public knows what a denouement is.
Andy, what is
Probably.
denouement?
What?
Exactly.
Yeah, is that a Digimon?
Fuck the Digimon. Pocket monsters.
Yeah. So there's
Exactly.
there's a line in it where she sings "My story concludes like a Tolkien-esque denouement," which is essentially the fact that Little Pip's story never fucking ends. Because the denouement of the Lord of the Rings, both the movie and the books, just goes on
Okay,
and on.
people in the
and
chat.
on.
People in the chat. What is a denouement?
I don't
If you
even
can answer what a denouement is, I will
I was gonna say,
bring the song.
Never-Ending Story is a much better reference if you're talking about that.
Yeah, I know, but the problem is that didn't fit into the song into the.
Never-Ending Story.
I couldn't get that to fit in, so I just used Tolkien. Also, because how else am I going to show off how smart I am?
You're gonna throw in words that people don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's what
As a
Skybolt does.
background, me and Skybolt are remembering that never-ending story.
Da-da-da.
Big story.
The best sidekick ever.
But for the record, we have actually done the. So back in the Stabletech days, a few of the writers came up with multiple versions of potential songs for Fallout Equestria the musical, specifically the Abu section.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so hang on. So there was a true friend is a friend you eat. A true friend lets you devour his meat.
Patrick Bow Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, we
Oh,
did. There is
no.
a big joke hidden in there.
Oh.
The raise this town, 1, 2, 3, 4. Together we can raise this town. 1, 2, 3, 4. For Little Pip's little rampage through the place.
Someone says the Jurassic Park theme, though. Holy fucking
Jurassic
shit, it's a raider horse, Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
What did the doctor say to the horse? He didn't say anything. He just took him out back and shot him. Jesus, APA Gaming 80117.
No, you missed the perfect Doctor Who joke there because he talked to the fucking horse. His name is Steve, and he wants you to respect his life choices. Check it.
His name is Susan, and he wants you to respect his life choices.
Yeah, you fucked up indeed.
I did bomb that.
Like,
So the horse
like,
was a
you
he,
fucked up.
but he wanted to be called Susan.
Oh, it's Susan, not Steve. I got the S right.
You got
It's
the
been a
yeah,
while.
but you needed to get the gender of the name right. That's the whole point of the joke.
I don't. It's been a while, and I'm
You are
tired.
the actual worst.
They named him something super manly. I don't remember what the original name was. But then he's like, I speak horse. His name is Susan. He wants you to respect his life choices.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm tired. It's been a long day.
And it's been a while
No.
since
And I just dropped my
had-
wallet. Means I gotta get out of bed. Grab my water.
Long, long day.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
I'm like this dude.
And I tell you all about it when I see you walking. Demonetized.
Needle, do you know what I have right now?
What?
You know what I have in my hand right now?
Is it a dick?
Oh my
No,
god.
it's Hella.
No, that's what he has in his. That's what he has in his ass. That's what he has right up his. He is currently bent over his table, talking into his microphone, and behind him, a very large, burly horse named Susan is going and giving it to him with a penis.
Actually,
Yes.
his name is Pan.
Why do I just hear breathing?
I don't know. Not me.
Ugh. Good God, has this been going for 3 hours? It's been going for 3 hours.
Oh my gosh, really?
Did we just hit 3 hours?
No, we have 20 minutes until we hit 3 hours.
Your butt has 20 minutes till it
Yes,
gets 3
fine.
hours.
Okay, so it is now 9:30. Needle needs to start getting to bed because she does have work super early in the morning. And she didn't go to
That's
work
because she
today
gets that.
because she was fucking sick. So I actually have to go to work tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, I woke up with a really bad headache. Like, splitting, I thought I was going to die headache. And then I finally got my headache to, like, a manageable level at about 3 p.m. And then my apartment building decided to test the fire alarms.
Oh.
I was
So-
a corpse all of last night, so I know how you feel.
My headache came back, and I was not a happy camper. Vermont's like, hey, can you do these lines for me? And I was like, yeah, sure, when I'm not dying. Finally got to the point where I was about to be like, okay, let's start recording. Fire alarm goes off. I'm like, done.
Not today.
I will do it tomorrow when MCP sends me the stuff for the other stuff.
Cool. I will expect the arrival of that stuff for the other stuff shortly.
Yes. Let's see, we here in the chat send you our best wishes and hope you get better, Needle. Thank you, Samuel Pierce. I appreciate it. Vermont has been very supportive today. Other than, hey, do this thing for me.
Hey, to be fair, I said you can do it when you get better.
You did.
I'm like the most supportive boss ever.
Very much.
Oh my
Even
god.
though
This
you're
isn't
not my
Needle.
boss.
This isn't Needle.
Huh?
Oh, there we go. There it is. There it is. I was about to say, you didn't question it when I said I was your boss. This isn't Needle.
I just said even though you're not my boss.
Yeah, but you said that as I was saying my thing, so it still counts.
Whatever.
Yay! Vermont wins.
Oh God, what chem in Fallout would you be addicted to?
What chem?
That-
Jet. I'd be addicted to Jet.
I'd be addicted
Hands
Jet
to
or
life.
Tyga?
No,
I'd only
I'd
be
be
high on
addicted to
life.
Jet because I would get so much crafting done.
And Mentats.
Yeah, Mentats
Men-
too.
No, see, you got to be addicted to the only drug that matters, guys. Love.
I was gonna be like sex.
No,
Oh Lord.
that would require you to get laid, and
Does
very
alcohol
few of us in this room are currently getting laid.
I don't think any of us are getting laid at this moment.
No.
No,
2 years.
as we said, Indy is currently having sex right now.
Oh yeah, Indy's getting fucked by Susan.
Yes, exactly. Susan the horse. So, Indy, congratulations.
Yeah. They.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
Med-X would
God.
also be good.
I think.
What? Oh, Med-X. Oh, God.
I should go onto the EAST Corp channel, on Stable Tech channel, just find the very first episode, the very first Stable Talk podcast, and just find and re-upload to this channel that one segment where they asked me about my sex life.
That doesn't
Hey,
happen.
didn't they delete all those from the channel? I thought that was a discovery I pointed out to you a few years ago.
They just made those private. They just made them private.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I don't know. That I did not get an explanation for that.
That
but
was
they
like
are
a
still
weird
there.
thing to do right at the end as they were closing the channel.
But yeah, so those are still there. I'm gonna download them. I'm not gonna re-upload them, except but I might re-upload that one segment, or I might re-upload that one segment today alongside the Vermont in a car.
Yeah,
Vermont
I
in a
don't think.
truck.
I don't think any of that stuff even remotely applies to today. If
No,
we could
it
teleport
doesn't.
back in time to those people and be like, "Stop now! This is not going to go anywhere."
Yeah, but if we made them stop now, stop then they wouldn't be an EAST Corp.
That's true. That's the problem with time travel. Well, that's why I don't mess with time travel, Morty.
So what we actually should have gone to them is we should have gone to 2013, back when you and I didn't know each other, more or less. No, like in the same studio, and we should have been like, okay, cool. So, Vermont,
Here's what's gonna
there's this guy named Skybolt. He's kind of a dick, but he's really popular, so just use him for his views. You guys need to go and
Go
leave
fuck
Stable
yourself
Tech to
with
get
blackjack. Like, no. I don't want to hear
What?
that shit.
Wait, what?
Why?
Somebody said, which pony in Fallout Equestria would you want to have sex with? And
Okay, but see,
Isn't she essentially a vibrator that gets drunk?
yes.
exactly? That's what we've already described.
Fleshlight
She's a
that gets
fleshlight
drunk.
with a
Yes,
talking
but
voice.
Indy's
She's
one
a
of my
fleshlight.
best friends, and like, I don't want to hear that.
Have you?
Oh, why? Because you play the character in a production?
Yes.
Oh, it's love.
No.
Oh my God. They do say best friends make the best couples.
Indy?
No,
No.
I know it's never gonna happen.
I think we're about to have another wedding on our hands.
No.
oh, get
No.
ordained. Your wedding present is a kettle.
I would happily sing the wedding march a cappella. That would be fun.
Both of you can go fuck yourself.
We're gonna turn the entire wedding into one big podcast.
That
No,
wedding march
we're
is
not.
originally
No,
from
gross.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
And not
I'm the
only will the wedding
pastor,
become-
and I do not consent to this.
I
and also
have
one-
one.
not only is the wedding going to become a podcast,
It depends on what
Needle's
kind of
not gonna
pastor
be-
you are.
Needle's not going to be able to talk throughout the entire wedding podcast. We're just gonna steamroll her.
Okay. Fuck you guys. I'm not marrying Indy.
Is
Oh.
Needle blushing?
No, I'm getting a little bit annoyed.
We could bring an Oakheart. That would be an option.
I'll marry
Okay,
Oakheart.
so no. Oakheart's marrying Indy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, Oakheart can.
You don't
marry
get to
me, that's
hog.
fine. I'm
You don't
sure
get to hog.
she'll be fine with that.
I ain't going to Europe. She can come over here.
Yeah, she can come here. Yeah, America has a much longer shelf life than Britain. I'm sorry to break it to you.
Plus, I can keep my guns here.
Yeah, that too.
Like my gun.
Man, I just bought a new one. It's freaking amazing.
Indy, I'm gonna send you a video that I'm watching right now, and I'm gonna tell you I need it for my Blackjack cosplay.
Ooh.
Does it pertain to the weather?
No, it does not. But it looks like something
I'm sorry.
Blackjack or Cortana would have.
A wedding dress?
As in, Cortana was also marrying, or would have married Master Chief. So
Also, Cortana was naked for like 4 games. So it's
So,
like...
I mean, if you want to do a Cortana cosplay, we're okay with
I
that.
already do a Cortana cosplay,
I haven't seen it.
dude, that's cool.
right?
I feel
Wouldn't
like
that be
I've seen a
so
picture
sick?
of it, but I can't remember.
What the fuck?
I need one.
I could totally see that built into her hoof,
I need one.
like a rave glove.
I need it.
God, that is really cool, actually.
I need one.
Can I externally? I might be able to share it with the guy. No, I cannot.
You cannot.
Skip.
Forward to Facebook. No, I'm good. Can I? I can. Nope, I can only send it to Facebook. Oh well.
Okay, unless there's anything else?
Nope, I think we're about to end everything. Unless you want to wait 9 minutes until we hit the 3-hour mark.
In silence?
Not-
We're just going to sit for silence in 9 minutes.
Total absolute silence.
To much to her dismay, we could continue the marriage thing.
Yeah, you and Oakheart can get married. That's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
I've already told Oakheart. I told her that we are. Wait, no, better. Okay, so we're going to turn it into. We're going to turn it into a Patreon tier. If you donate, if you become a $30 patron, we will marry you off to Needle or Oakheart.
Are you saying I'm only worth $30?
This is very
Yes.
low tier prostitution.
That's what I'm saying, Needle.
Hey man,
Actually, fuck it.
In
I'm
James's
gonna-
defense,
I'm
he might be
gonna
making
make it-
a monetary exchange rate error.
I'm gonna make it our $2,000 tier, and of you can go on a date with Needle or Oakheart, and we won't pay for your plane ticket, so just hope you're in the area.
Now we're getting into game show territory. This is fun.
Yeah.
No, actually, real talk. Okay,
I'm in.
so I
I'm
have
in
done
Patreon.
something similar to that.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
I'm clicking edit your page.
It was for a charity auction, and a bunch of people, men and women, dressed up in cosplay, and you could go on a date with the character. And the date was set in a very set and monitored place. I think it was in the cafe of the hotel that we were staying at. And whoever paid the most for that particular character could go on a date with that character, and dinner and 2 drinks were paid for. If you were an adult and could drink alcohol, the 2 drinks were paid for. If not, and you were only drinking soda, then it was unlimited sodas. But I have done something like that.
How did it go?
It went well. I was cosplaying as Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
Oh,
And I was actually, I had to be wheeled around in a wheelchair and then lifted up and set
That's
into
great.
the chair that
That's
we were
great.
eating at.
oh that's hilarious.
So it wasn't anything bad. Everything was monitored, and I actually went on a date, quote unquote, with a mom and her daughter.
Did you have fish?
We did actually.
All right.
One of the courses was fish. It was a salmon fillet.
Oh, okay. Yes, do it summon O-Card. We wish we would. We wish it were that easy to just snap our fingers and be like, "Hey, we married you off on the podcast." But no.
Oh, I told her.
Did you actually message her?
Yeah.
By the way, hopefully your passport is up to date.
But tell you what, if anybody in the chat is listening right now, you actually do donate $2,000 to EAST Corp, and you happen to be at EQLA, I will go out to dinner with you. That is
right,
if you donate $2,000, and Vermont gives me part of that money.
Like $30?
Enough to at least pay for dinner.
Oh man, this is no.
Wouldn't it be better just cut out the middleman and pay you directly?
You know what? You can pay me directly. Pay me $2,000. Don't even give it to EAST Corp.
Okay, so everyone, you can now go onto the Patreon page.
Oh God, I killed them.
Huh?
Because it is there.
Did you actually do it?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Vermont, what did you do?
I went into Patreon. I made a reward tier that says "Date with Oakheart or Needle" for $2,000, and then underneath it says "Go on a date with Needle, Stitch, or Oakheart. They might not talk to you or even show up, but what matters is we get paid."
Hold on, I have to see this.
You and me both.
I also, and because I don't want to overwhelm you, I added a limit. Only a certain number of patrons can get it.
Oh my God!
Is it real?
It's real. $2,000 or more per month for 30 patrons.
Oh my God! Could you do
that?
You're gonna get some kind of email about violation of terms of service.
You know,
and also included is that you get to join the Break Room podcast for an hour every month, and you get all previous rewards, including an episode of Confessions or Terminal Secrets,
a full hour
guide. EAST Corp assists you in creating a project, tutorials and audio, because I know no one is going to take this. So I have given them every single reward.
Don't count your horses before they hatch. You're lucky I don't have it.
I don't think your horses should be hatching.
Your horses should not be hatching.
You got some kind of like weird rad horses if they're hatching.
You realize that I would do that just to weird out Needle because I'm a troll.
Quality.
I am technically going out on a date with you this weekend. We are going to movies and dinner with friends.
That means you owe us money, $2,000 by the end of the month.
Yeah, Indy, where's that money? Indy, do you want me to get? Do you want me to get Sal involved? Because he'll break your legs.
Who the fuck is Sal?
I don't know. Some Italian dude. I promise you, out there is a loan shark named Sal who breaks someone's leg. It is statistics.
Oh, here's the thing too. If you purchase a date with one of any EAST Corp member, that I will also do a parody song of your choice of whatever you want. So like, if you want the Get Lucky song, could do that. Could have I don't know, whatever fun like meme pop songs would be like, you know, tongue in cheek.
The Get Lucky song.
Could totally do the
Get Lucky song. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night
to get lucky.
We're up all night to get lucky.
I love that SFM. That SFM is pretty good.
I don't think I saw that.
How have you not seen the Get Lucky the SFM?
I'm really out of like the mainstream horse culture right now.
God, you gotta Google it. It's actually a pretty decent SFM for its age.
Who's getting lucky in the song?
Nobody.
Okay.
It's a bunch of the humans and fucking rarity in.
Oh, okay. I see where this is going.
It's really weird. It was, but it was good.
Okay, I'm googling it now.
Was it Bench? I think it was Bench. The guy who just did the Fly Like.
Everfree Team.
Oh, it was the Everfree. Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
they're-
my phone is on 1% battery. I do have to go.
My Russian
Bye,
pony.
Vermont.
Oh shit.
Oh wait,
Goodbye.
just a few more seconds. Just a few
Now
more
the CIA
seconds.
are gonna fucking come after me.
Okay, a few more seconds.
We're
Fuck you, CIA.
30 seconds. We're almost up to a minute. Or we're almost up to 3 hours.
We haven't done a 3-hour podcast in a while.
We're almost there.
I
Just
think
30 seconds.
And
No, I
it
do
just
think that when the
happened
time-
to be life.
On the 29th, the 29th is a Sunday, which means that... Oh shit, so the 29th actually falls on our birthday. I mean, our birthday actually falls on a Break Room podcast day. That's really
All right.
I
We
won't
can
be
have
there.
our 1-year retrospective.
I won't be there.
Which means we can... So part of that, I assume, for all of us, as we can all assume, is that we're going to have to try and break our record.
Oh,
I-
of the podcast length? Oh my
So,
gosh.
the
What does
record-
that
the
mean?
record
4.5 hours?
The record podcast is the did we discuss everything podcast.
It is,
which-
isn't it? Oh my god.
Yeah, which was weird because that one is,
Just you, me, and Needle. And it's like, yeah.
and it is 4 hours, 10 minutes, and 49 seconds long.
Jesus.
I won't be able to
That's
join that
ridiculous.
one. I'm doing a security gig.
Oh shit! Okay, fuck. So we're losing one of our primary
And
talkers.
boom.
Tell you
Bad
what.
Needle.
Tell you what. We can do that the
Oh.
weekend before, because I have nothing to
Yeah.
do the weekend before.
We can't do our birthday podcast the weekend before our birthday. Birthdays work.
Wait, when's your birthday? What's the date?
No,
I think it's the
12th.
29th is when we uploaded the first video.
The 29th is our birthday. I mean, technically, that whole week, from the 23rd to the 29th, that whole
Yeah.
week is our birthday.
That was the
because
setup.
The 23rd was when
October
Skype and I
or
finally got sick of Stable Take shit, and we spent the whole week planning the creation of EAST Corp.
Yeah.
And then the 28th was when we finally told Stable Take to go fuck themselves. And then the 29th was when we uploaded the videos, and we were like, hey,
Or November.
hey, what's up? We're a thing now.
Okay,
East Corp
how
for
about
life.
this? The 22nd is a Sunday. That's the day before the, like,
Fallout
kind
Day.
of beginnings of the birthday.
We can do a pre-birthday podcast.
And we'll try to break the record then.
Bye.
Oh my god.
Is this October or November?
October.
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 Oh, but then we gotta do
October.
something crazy for Wasteland Survival Guide's birthday.
Which is
Oh, yeah.
It's essentially
Well,
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas
Yeah,
is
for
the
Wasteland
Wasteland Survival
Survival
Guide's
Guide, I was
birthday.
thinking we should do... We need to do Hearthswarming Part 2.
Electric Boogaloo?
because
Balefire
my birthday
Boogaloo?
is November 23rd. It's on Thanksgiving this year.
What's an electric boogaloo? Is it something I stick up my butt? I assume that's my
Vermont,
best
get the
derpy
fuck
voice.
out of here. Go charge your phone, you fucker.
Actually, I plugged it in.
Fuck.
It's on 4% battery now.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still
We
live.
are.
It's still live. Yeah.
We've
Oh
been
my
going
God.
for
Live.
3 hours and 2 minutes, but I actually really do need to get going because I gotta start heading to bed.
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
You know, you said that like half an hour ago.
I know. 3 hours.
And then we got into marrying her off to me.
I don't want to
Yeah,
marry
we-
Indy.
Well,
I'm
too
not okay
bad.
with
If he
this.
pays 2,000...
Wedding bells.
Actually, well, now that I think about it, see, if you want to marry Oakheart or Needle, you're going to need to pay at least, like, $2,001.
No. He's gonna pay quite a bit more than just $2,000. The $2,000
I said
is for a
2001.
date.
2,000 is for a date, 2001 is for marriage.
No. We got 10,000, man.
10,000? She said a price.
She said a price.
10,000.
She said a price. I mean, I
If
can't
I pay
actually put that in the
$10,000
Patreon because that's definitely going to violate terms of service because that's kind of prostitution. But the date,
No.
If I spent $10,000, there would be no honeymoon.
Exactly.
Yeah,
If I
but
marry
I mean,
them to the Bahamas.
We're not
I'm
getting
sorry.
married,
Exactly.
Indy.
I mean, if you get
I did
married,
not-
Yeah, I'd be expecting at least a honeymoon out of it too.
No.
It's like,
yeah.
I said in general.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's part of the promise, the essence of marriage.
Oh, lordy, lordy,
What are you
lordy.
doing? Though, real
Ooh,
talk,
you go
Lordy,
first.
Lordy, Lordy.
I really, really, really want to make more EAST Corp plushies because I'm having a lot of fun making Battered Blade. I
Battered.
want to make more Battered Blades.
You should make
Can make a black.
No, EAST Corp plushies. EAST Corp plushies, Indy.
I
I
don't know.
would if they would sell, but I don't think they would sell just because of how much I have to charge for them.
Mm.
Like, I'm not a China company. I can't turn these things out. The Battered Blade itself, like just this one that I'm working on, I would charge at least $175 for.
How big is it?
It's 12 inches.
Oh, it's a foot. That's not bad. That's a big flush.
Well, yeah, it's. I mean, like it's fits in the palm of my hand. It's basic snuggle size. It's not a full size plushie, but I would still charge $150 for it just because of how much the materials cost. I just realized we're still live.
12.
Yes, we're still live. We're very much still live. Hello to all.
I do believe I have-
everyone who is listening to this.
Huh?
Nothing.
But I'm getting super happy with this plush. Like, I can't wait for it to be done and it to get off to our patron.
Yes, he has been fantastic.
He has been fantastic and so patient, and I do appreciate it because it was not my fault. Like, on occasion I can say, yeah, this is my fault, my bad, but this time was not my fault.
Yeah, this time the person doing the thingy, the other person that Needle sent it off to, was a twat. Can I say that?
Yeah,
I don't know if you're friends with the person or not, but
she doesn't
the
listen to this,
person's
it's
a
fine.
twat. Okay, cool.
Indy knows her, though.
Really?
Indy, can you
Indy,
confirm
that
twatness?
Indy, that person you are is that person that you know is a twat swaddler.
Okay.
I might need a translation.
I don't. Who I think it is? Is it who I think it is?
The one that starts with
I
an
don't-
R?
Yeah.
Yep.
Really? What did
Yeah,
she do?
she dropped the ball hardcore on making the embroidery for Battered Blade, and I asked her to do it months ago, and she just the ball is in her hands, and then it shattered and turned to dust. It was bad.
She's been going through some tough shit.
I get that, but at the same time, I paid her up front and told her it was a rush job.
I'll go for a replacement indie because I lost mine and I still haven't seen it. I think she forgot.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't have cared if it was a thing for me, like just for me. But this was a high tier patron.
Highest
Yeah.
tier we've ever had.
So
Did you
Huh?
so you guys did pay her for it? Yeah, that
no,
he does get.
they didn't
that
pay
happened.
for it. EAST Corp did not pay for it. I paid for it out of my own pocket.
Oh, that's not cool.
No, it's not. EAST Corp paid for the materials in order to buy the materials
Get
for
it.
the plushie, and then I was just going to make the embroidery myself. And I was like, you know what? I want this to look really good because this is the highest tier patron we've ever had. I want it to look professional, so I had it sent off to Ribbon because I knew she needed the money and I knew she needed the help.
I thought we weren't saying the person's full name.
We're not saying.
I didn't
last
hear her
names.
full name.
Anyway,
I still love her to death. She's a great person. She's not a bad person. She just dropped the ball hardcore, and it was a little bit frustrating.
Yeah.
And I told her as
Whoops.
much. And I'm like, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the situation. And she goes, I understand.
This situation?
Your situation.
Your butt's a situation. Oh!
I don't see. Oh, you guys took it off the tier chart, didn't you?
What chart?
See, we actually took the plushie tier off a while ago. But, I think he specifically wanted a plushie. So Vermont asked me to make it.
Vermont's very nice that way.
Which, I don't have a problem with making these things. I absolutely love making the plushies. But the full-size plushies are expensive, and people typically don't want to buy them because they're so expensive.
Sounds about right.
Alright,
Yeah, we should probably call it a no.
For real this time?
I do. I mean, I'm currently sewing up Battered Blade's crotch, because I left a hole.
Oh, yeah.
Giggity. Brown chicken, brown cow.
Oh.
See, this is why. You know, I bet Battered Blade is also going to be in a few weeks. That the Battered Blade plushie is going to be trying to tell an excuse as to why her knees are all messed up, like in a car accident, and the reason's not that, it's because it was Needle.
Hey.
It was always Needle.
She's not posable.
No.
Alright.
No, but if I send this thing off overseas and it gets fucked up, I will cry.
Yeah.
Let's just hope it doesn't get lost.
That's why we
That
pay
would
for
be insulting.
insurance.
Yeah.
Use a box, don't use the little envelope shit.
Oh no,
And
she's
hack
going in a
the
box
fuck out
and
of it.
she is getting insurance. Like, EAST Corp is
Insurance
paying
doesn't
for
really-
insurance for this fucking horse.
I used to work for UPS. If we saw fragile on the box, we threw it harder.
Wow.
Wow, Indy. So you're an actual terrible person.
Oh my gosh.
No, I never did that personally, but my fucking driver did. I was in the jump seat helping them during the Christmas season.
Jump seat.
She's
That's literally what it was. It was a little seat, just a cushion on the seat. Sometime that folded down from the fucking wall.
we
was a
here in
jump
the chat will avenge you and your lost plushie. What are you gonna do, Samuel? Are you gonna pay for the cost of a new plushie?
That would be cool. That'd be very nice of him.
It would be very nice of you. If you paid for the cost of a new plushie, you would probably get your own plushie.
No. Because at that point, because then we'd be in back pay or whatever it is.
Oh no, if it's because she got lost, then you're not getting your own plushie. But if you pay for your own plushie, you can have your own
Yes.
plushie.
Yes, that's. I mean, it's not one of our Patreon tiers anymore, but you can kind of just commission it directly from Needle, and EAST Corp will skim a little off the top.
Also, I'm already in line, so.
Oh yeah,
Get in line.
Skybolt's in line first, so you got to get behind Sky.
I want
Then
my
Vermont's
back.
probably gonna once Vermont has his financial situation sorted, Vermont might commission another plushie because I already have one. I don't know
I
where
might
it is
rock the plushie out of
the packing situation, but I've got a plushie of myself. Now I just need to get a plushie of a character from Terminal Secrets.
Is it Blue Ball? I will make him with giant blue testicles.
Oh my gosh, that sounds great. Make them removable.
Oh god.
Just like the
Little
boob,
velvet.
the Milkmare boob plush
Yes.
with the removable
So what
titties.
happens? So what you need to do is you need to have Blue Ball complete with detachable blue testicles and Stella's purse to put them in.
Yes.
That's,
Okay. Needle, you need to go to bed. We need to cut this down.
Hold on, I'm not done. I'm almost done fixing the hole in her leg.
Are you waiting until leg?
I thought you were doing the hole in her crotch.
Oh well, it's attached to the hole in her crotch.
Okay.
Oh, must have been a long night.
Yeah, it's a long seam, and I guess I didn't fully get it, and when I stuffed it, the hole appeared.
When you stuffed the white stuff in the hole in her crotch.
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
But yeah.
I'm very mature.
I will probably be making more EAST Corp plushies just because I'm having a lot of fun doing this. And if for whatever reason somebody wants to buy one, they will be available for purchase. And part of the proceeds will go towards Needle Stitch, and part of the proceeds will go towards EAST Corp because I need to get paid back for the work that I do.
I love that. I could tell. I could hear the smile there.
I do.
I'm thinking I want an Aria Moon and a mint cream and.
If you can give me pictures for all of them, I can sure try.
I mean, we have pictures for both of them because we have the because for mint cream we've got the one that Scratchy did. He did a picture of. Wait, were you at that podcast?
No, I wasn't.
No, you
because
weren't.
You guys decided to run it without me, even though I told you I had mandatory OT.
Well, I mean, we couldn't not run it without you because if we ran it with if we had to wait if we waited for you to get back, we would have waited till 12 p.m. at night for me, and then I couldn't join.
12 a.m.
Can't really have the 12 a.m. We can't have the Terminal Secrets podcast without the creator of Terminal Secrets.
Well, that's why I suggested being the waifu cast and being late like this one.
Uh-huh.
I did.
That is why you just.
Yeah, but then it would be irrelevant.
When you're bored.
Now, where the fuck is the picture?
It is where
the
your
one with mint cream and Scribbler.
Yes.
Yeah, Scratchy sent me that. I would need a full front, back, side vector of mint cream. Because I would also need to be able to pull the cutie mark and pull the eyes so I can get them sent off to Dawn to get them embroidered.
Ah. Mm-hmm. That's your excuse.
That and I like Scratchy's art.
Scratchy's art is adorable.
Yeah. I'd buy one broke at the moment. Well, hey, you know, I'm here.
We know the feel.
I'm still broke, but I'm currently getting out of that broke state.
Same.
And that's the reason why I don't make plushies for fun anymore. I used to be able to afford to be able to make plushies just for fun and sell them as they are wanted. And I lost my job, and now I couldn't afford to front the money for the materials and then hope somebody buys them. But now I'm getting to the point where I can now front the money for the materials, and if somebody wants to buy them, they're available for purchase. They just sit on a shelf in my room.
So what you're saying is we should just make a plushie store in our upcoming super cool Needle Hates our website.
Store.
Tell you what, let me get a stockpile of at least 2 or 3 of the characters that we want to have out, and sure.
Sweet.
I'll do it.
I kind of maybe want I want all the plushies, to be honest. So we'll see what happens.
I want a Commander Chrysanthemum plushie.
Yeah, I could show you. I think I showed you his design back in the day.
Yeah.
He'll probably be in the whatchamacallit, the epilogue picture for the next one.
You need to do you need to do 2 plushies because it comes as a set of Duchess Rose Petal and Homage.
Oh yeah, I do need a Duchess. Oh.
And the reason that it comes as a set is because in the plushie they are posed so that they're burning.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, no.
I mean, I just assume that they are.
No.
I mean,
it's like baby sister.
Sure.
It's very adorable.
Wait. So you're saying it's baby sister? So you do confirm that it's not Homage that's speaking at the moment? I caught you.
Wait, no. This is Homage and Rose Petal.
Yes, but so you so the problem. So one of the things that you have refused to tell me about Confession is whether or not it is Homage or the previous DJ Pony behind the mic.
Yeah.
And we all know that DJ Pony and Duchess Rose Petal are boning. That is one. That has to be true.
That's also not confirmed.
But it's true.
Kind of like the best clone. It will never be confirmed.
Yeah. It's
it
like
has to be.
Schrodinger's horse fuckers.
Schrodinger's horse fuckers.
I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain that DJ Pony and Duchess Rose Petal are a thing.
Nah, it's superposition.
Okay.
I'm like 90% certain. He makes her wear blindfold the entire time.
There we go. I have gotten the legs sewn up, and upon further inspection, it looks like there are no other holes that need to be repaired. Because I know if I didn't look to see now, I would forget, and it would be all kinds of bad. So I'm just going to do a quick once-over to make sure she has no other holes in her, and she looks like she's good. So...
Sure, that's why you're going to do a once-over of her holes.
It's a lot easier to look for holes before I stick the head on the body, because it's just one less thing I have to check.
Yeah.
I don't think she...
sentence to hear. I've always
really
wanted to go and... I really... Because I've been... Also, in my spare time, editing together a new channel trailer for EAST Corp, and part of that includes me having to slog through every single episode of The Break Room to find interesting, fun quotes. That is a fantastic one. Just out of context, it's easier to check for holes before I stick the head on the body.
Needle Stitch 2017.
Yeah. Also, for the record, if anyone is feeling like going on a binge of the Break Room podcast and you find interesting or funny lines, please send it to me with a timestamp, because we've done 29 of these now. I think we've done like 29 of these.
We've done quite a
But
few.
there's only Wasteland and Waifu.
So, and there are so many hours worth of content between them. I mean, there must be at least 50 hours, and I don't want to go through all of that. There's so many. Actually, fuck, I should have asked I should have asked fucking Feather Scratch to do it. He just did a binge of the Break Room podcast. I should have asked him. Fuck. I feel sad now. Sad Vermont.
Alright, it's 10 o'clock.
It's late. I need to get to bed. I'll probably hit up Scratchy about doing some vectors of a few different characters, like our staple characters from various EAST Corp Productions, and get vectors so that I can maybe start making some more plushies of them.
Sweet.
We will see. We will see, because I don't know how well they will do, and if they don't do well, what's the point of me making them? You know, what's the point of me spending the money to have them made?
Because then you have a whole bunch of really badass plushies.
This is true, but at the same time, like, money is a thing.
Unfortunately.
Well, I don't know. You could always just free load off your parents, since apparently that's a thing people here do.
My parents don't pay anything that I do. I mean, if I want to go visit them in California, they may pay for my ticket, but...
Even that's a stretch.
Yeah, even that's a stretch. Now, if only it was possible to make them come to life. Actually, fun fact. A friend of mine and I are dabbling in... Huh?
Getting married.
No, we're dabbling in very basic robotics. He's making a robot body, and I am going to be making a horse skin to go over it. So...
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is it the first horse sex doll?
It's not a horse sex doll. We literally just want to make a walking RC horse.
Nice.
Because we can.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
Alright guys, I do
gotta
have to go.
go.
I can hear my name
Robo
being called, so
Pony.
goodbye.
My Robo Pony.
Bye.
Bye. We should probably go too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head off, guys, because I need to be going to bed. Fuck. Andy needs to get to bed. Skybolt needs to get to bed. Thanks for coming to the Waifu cast. We'll probably do another one of these when I get bored and just feel like it.
That was randomly fun.
You know, sometimes these are fun. You know, if I
That
get...
is the Wasteland Waifu podcast.
Huh?
That is what the Wasteland Waifu podcast is.
Exactly. The Wasteland Waifu podcast has no schedule. Alright. Night, everybody.